skills, and hope.
My name is Isaiah.
My name is IJ.
My name is Grace.
My name is Celeste.
I have been living in shelters. We don't know when we will have to move.
We've always had to start over.
It's hard to have long friendships when you're constantly moving from place to place.
But now at For the Need Foundation,
I'm around people that believe in me,
have taught me about my character, given me hope,
and I am now excited by my future.
For the Need teaches me
resilience,
teamwork,
life skills,
gratitude,
hope.
With your monthly donation of $19,
you'll pair a kid like me with a mentor,
and you'll receive our limited edition For the Need tote bag. Go to For the Need.
For the Need.
For the Need.
fortheneed.org today.
With your monthly donation of $19, you'll receive a tote bag as a token of our appreciation. Donate today at fortheneed.org.
The most followed sports radio station in America.
710 ESPN.
At ESPN Los Angeles on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, TikTok, and Twitch.
LA's mega sports station.
710 ESPN.
When's the last time payroll was the easy part of your week? With Gusto, it can be. Gusto is the all-in-one platform designed to take the hassle out of managing your team, from payroll and compliance to hiring, onboarding, and more. With Gusto, you can get back 2 full days each month with all the time you have saved. Go to gusto.com today and learn why over 500,000 small businesses choose Gusto. That's Gusto.com. Gusto.com.
Skechers elite athlete OG Anunoby has been making history on the basketball court.
Anunoby tips it in. Unbelievable. What a shot.
He's been balling out in Skechers high-performance basketball sneakers, and the world is noticed. But how does OG train off the court to keep in peak physical condition? Hands-free Skechers Slip-ins Aeroburst. They help prepare OG for the physical demands of playing at a championship level. Get your pair of Aeroburst for only $165 at a Skechers store, Skechers.com, or wherever high-performance running shoes are sold.
This is The Rich Eisen Show. Coming up at noon after my show, it's Mason in Ireland, 710 ESPN, and the all-new ESPN LA app. Get us.
Fever.
A SoFi personal loan is here to help you achieve something once thought impossible, overcoming high-interest credit card debt. Walk this tightrope of your finances with one low fixed-rate monthly payment, no fees required, and as soon as the same-day funding. That's right. Pull off your own debt-defying stunt with a SoFi personal loan. Visit SoFi.com/.
All right. Hey, everybody. Welcome to For the Growl. I'm Mason. Andy Kamenetsky in for Ireland. Em is here. Brian Cohen is rushing into the studio. What is going on, people? What did I miss? I would ask you, Em, but you weren't here.
Yeah.
Andy,
what did we miss?
What did we miss?
BC and I held down the fort.
Did you?
All
That's right.
week.
We were here all day.
World Cup,
Me,
Andy?
BC, a little bit of Momo, a little bit of Geeter,
That's
but
right.
we
That's
were
right.
holding it down. We had a really good time.
Good.
I
Good.
heard
Jess.
that no one got Carole King right on Friday. I'm really upset
Carole
about that
King?
one.
Yes,
Yeah.
and I was ashamed as somebody that A, is a Carole King fan, and B, as I explained, because I'm somebody that follows politics, you end up getting a lot of political emails and texts and whatever.
right.
99% of them are so annoying. You keep pressing, typing
Stop
in
Yeah,
to
stop
end.
talking
Stop
to
to
me.
end.
end to end.
Yeah, end to end.
Except the one that I always get
Yep.
from Carole King
Oh, really?
reaching out to me, like, warms my heart.
So what? So nobody got it all through? You went
Yeah.
through the
No.
entire.
So Emily should get 20 points for that one.
At some
yeah,
point,
I
did
guess
the
you could.
album get named?
No.
Okay.
Even the initials, and I was the only one left, and I didn't get it.
If you had heard,
I was like,
if you had
I
heard
don't know.
the album Tapestry, you would have
I
gotten
thought
it,
I
right,
put
Andy?
Tapestry on there, whatever.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Well,
Which is ironic because we had just had this conversation.
I think one of the hints was that John had references this album all the time.
No, that was the hint that I said would have given it away.
Okay, Yeah. okay.
But earlier in the week, we ended up doing our top 5, everyone's top 5 albums. Me,
Oh, right. I heard
me,
about that.
BC, Ireland, and Emily.
Yeah.
Because I reached out to John, letting him know that I saw something about the 55th anniversary of the release of Tapestry,
Oh.
which is one of John's all-time favorite
Yes.
albums.
Yes.
And when
John's a big Carole King guy.
Yes, he
Yeah.
is. And when he told me, when I told him this, he immediately responded with his top 5 albums of all time.
Yes.
I was like, "That's a solid list." And he goes, "We're all going to do this on Monday."
Yes.
Yeah.
We all took it very seriously.
Did
we all
you?
had a good time. Well, you can go back and
What
listen
was-
if you
what
want.
was your number one?
My number one, I think I did Women in Music Part 3 from Haim.
From Haim?
Why are you looking at me like that? Have you ever listened to this album?
No, I saw them
then
live.
Don't judge
I saw them live.
No, don't judge
I
it.
saw Haim live. They opened for Taylor
So
Swift.
you saw 3 songs from Haim.
Right.
Got it.
I
Cool.
saw, including
Awesome,
the one
Mason.
from Licorice Pizza. Now, what was your number one, Brian?
Exodus, Bob Marley.
Okay.
So now you think that is okay.
Right.
And then
I got
Haim
the
is
Marley
bad.
thing.
Whatever.
Haim. So how was the big wedding?
It was great. I was maid of honor, had a lot of maid of honor duties. I got to Jackson Hole, which is where she is getting married.
Beautiful.
On Tuesday. The wedding was on Saturday. So I was there for a long time. There's lots of dinners with various different groups of people. There's like his family, her family, family friends, whatever. It was a lot of things. It was also very DIY wedding. So we had a lot of things to do. We can talk about it later. But the weather going into the week looks terrible for the days of their wedding.
Okay.
Friday and Saturday was supposed to be thunderstorming all day. It's very unusual for Jackson to have that kind of weather at that time of the year. And so it was supposed to be like 100% all day raining or thunderstorms.
Okay.
And so on Monday before I left, she was very nervous, and I was like, "Hey, do you want me to hire an Etsy witch?" And I was like, she's like, "Sure, if you want to." And I was like, "Okay, done."
Okay, now I've heard about it. Describe what an Etsy, because I've heard about these before. I know what Etsy is. They sell witches on there.
So I type into Etsy, the app. I go Etsy witch for wedding weather.
Okay.
And there are lots.
Are there?
That you could choose from. I chose the one with the highest rating.
Okay.
And I looked at reviews. They're like, oh, it worked, whatever. And so she asks for the...
Really quick, did they include user reviews of these witches?
Yeah. So I looked at the reviews of people using these witches, and they all worked. They had pictures of the weddings, beautiful weather, and they didn't look fake. So, so she needed to know the bride and groom's name, where the wedding was taking place, pictures of the venue if I had them available, so she could really center herself on that, and then something I think what specific weather I'm trying to prevent.
Okay,
so it's a cold, rainy storm, whatever.
Yes.
So then I put all those in, and then on Thursday on Wednesday, she messages me and says, "Hey, it's coming. Once I do the spell, I will send you an altar of what happened." Wow. And so then I get the altar. I say, it's all working. So come the day of the wedding. Friday, the rehearsal dinner, perfect weather. And we're like, oh my gosh, it's working.
Yes.
Saturday, she's supposed to walk in the aisle at 5 p.m.
Yep.
All day from like 1 to 4, horrible hail, storms. I'm like, oh no, it's not going to work. As soon as we are supposed to be on time coming out of the cabin, the clouds break. We get the most beautiful view of the Tetons. If you haven't seen, I put it on my Twitter. And it was like the most perfect moment. And so the clouds held off for the ceremony and the pictures. It rained a little bit through the night, but like not terrible. So I will say the Etsy witch won. Some people might say it might be the groom's grandfather looking down.
Right.
No, it was the Etsy witch.
Can I ask you how much a witch costs?
$15.
It's $15 a
Reasonable.
spell?
Yes, $15 a spell.
Do they ever have deals? Like buy 2, get 1 free?
I got it.
Is there a witch Groupon?
Well, you can do add-ons. So you could add on, like, if you wanted, like, good luck for the groom and bride. I said, no, they're already fine. You can add on, like, more days. The more days you need to protect,
it's like when
the
you
more
order a
things.
birthday gift on Amazon, they ask you, like, you can upgrade the card.
Exactly.
My famous is witch Groupon. A Groupon for a witch would be great.
Also, one thing, too, we could not bring this up around the grandmother of the bride because grandmother of the bride is very religious. And so it was like, and so every time we were going to mention it,
my God,
I can't say it around Granny or whatever. So there's no hex on the wedding. So I will say from this specific witch, shout out Rowan, she works. She was in Alabama. It was.
Don't you think she should be raising her rate if she's this good? $15?
I don't know.
Can't she do something about hunger and other major problems?
That's
problems
pricey.
bigger than the weather.
What she needs? She needs an agent. Because
that
does. Takes a lot of work for $15. You can't.
There are more powerful witches that could be hired.
Oh,
Brazil just scored. They're going up in the last minute of stoppage time.
Damn it.
We'll talk about it more during the show. But we're going to bring up the witch again before sports graffiti because I want to see what people think about that. And see if they want to hire more witches.
We will do that coming up. I also think the word Lakers is going to be mentioned multiple times today. Multiple times.
Spoiler alert.
Coming at you next on the radio, on the app, and on the YouTube.
To find your nearest Goodwill locations and to learn more about our mission, please visit Goodwill.org. Goodwill, where your things start new lives.
Mason in Ireland.
I think OKC would have been heavily favored even if Luka and Austin were there. They were a machine this year.
Yep.
But
the OGs of LA Sports Radio.
The reason they're considering bringing everybody back is what happened in March.
Right.
And as a Lakers fan, that was a really fun month for me. They kept winning every game. Remember the game Luka dropped 60 on the Heat when we got no sleep flying all night to Miami? It was a magical month. But the problem is I'll just ask you, is it fool's gold? And now because they had such a great month in March, do people like you and me and other Laker fans out there falsely believe that they would have beaten OKC? Okay, I will say this. They wouldn't have been swept.
No, they would not have been swept.
Mason in Ireland, weekdays at noon on 710 ESPN, the all-new ESPN LA app, and live on YouTube.
Rich Eisen here. Running a small business means every hire matters. A bad hire costs time and money, but the right one helps your business grow. The challenge? Finding that person without sorting through resumes. That's where LinkedIn Hiring Pro comes in. It screens candidates so you can focus on conversations with qualified talent. With Hiring Pro, you can hire with confidence and build the team you need. Join the 2.7 million small businesses using LinkedIn to hire. Get started by posting your job for free at linkedin.com/Eisen. Terms and conditions apply.
I'm David Ortiz. When I lost my mom, she was only 46. And I lost my dad to cancer. It was the worst pain I ever felt. It made me think, what will happen with the people I love when my time is up? That's why I have life insurance. Ethos makes it easy. It's all online, take about 10 minutes, and you can get up to $3 million in coverage.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/game. That's ethos.com/game.
710 ESPN, your home for the 17-time world champion Lakers.
KSPN Los Angeles, a good karma brands radio station.
ESPN 710.
And it is the biggest show on the radio. Mason and Ireland is on for your Monday afternoon.
Ireland, best show on the radio.
Here we go, Monday, the 29th of June. NBA free agency frenzy is here. And guess who else is here? Back from that vacation. Yes. A lot of selfies last week on vacation in Seattle. Steve Mason, the Hall of Famer, is back to give you his reaction on what's next for the Lakers. We know Austin Reeves is here. We know Marcus Smart is opting out. We know DeAndre Ayton is opting in. And are the Warriors somehow pulling off LeBron and AD reunion?
Oh, dipsy-doo between the legs.
I get out of the shower, I do a happy dance, and then I suck on the tap.
Mason will give you his thoughts, plus the man from Locked On Lakers, or whatever that thing's called, Andy Kamenetsky's here. Cue the Machine Gun theme song. Yeah. That's Andy's music, Jack.
Yeah.
Plus, producer Emily's back.
Beef Stew's coming back soon, I think.
Yeah.
Producer Brian Cohen, the social team in the back, and you.
What they call me is a cornhole savant.
So with that said, let's get this show on the
We can't wait to hear your thoughts at 1 o'clock during Sports Graffiti. Let's do it. The biggest show on the radio. Mason and Ireland. Mason's back. Your Monday afternoon right now.
Good afternoon. What is up, people? I feel so excited to be back because this week, everything goes down. Everything that we've been speculating about for the last couple of months since the Lakers exited the playoffs, it all is going to happen in the next, what do you say, Andy Kamenetsky? 48 hours, we're going to know a lot?
Within 48 hours, a lot of shoes are going to drop.
Yes. And we know a couple of things as of today. Today was the day you had to announce if there was a team option, a player option. You had to announce whether you were going to take it or give it. DeAndre Ayton has opted into his contract for this coming season, $8.1 million. And Marcus Smart has declined his $5.4 million player option and is going to become a free agent. Now, Ayton is fine. Ayton is decent. Ayton is not necessarily the guy that Luka Doncic, the big that he's been asking for, is not DeAndre Ayton.
Yeah, I don't think that, I want an A-list center. I don't think that was Luka's code for make sure DeAndre opts in.
Keep DeAndre. Good. No.
No.
So you know what? Regardless of what they do from this point forward, they've got a solid option at center.
Yeah.
He's not the guy Luka wants. He's not the lob guy, the rib running guy. He's not that guy, but he fits as a backup.
Yeah, he fits as a backup. He can work as a starter.
Yep.
He's not, I think, ideal, even though technically speaking, I think he outplays his contract. Like, if you remove the name and context and just said, did this player produce at center at an $8 million level? The answer for Ayton is yes.
He did. In this market, he absolutely did.
But he did not perform at the level I think fans and the organization were hoping for, which would have meant he would have opted out.
Right.
I do think it's important to remember, though, whether you want Ayton to opt in, whether you're hoping he opted out, whatever, this gives the Lakers a tradable contract.
Yeah, sure.
And they have so few on their roster that I think are easily tradable. Like guys like Austin, you know, he is not, you can't just have Austin agree to this and then sign and trade him.
No.
Like, you can't just sign and trade Rui.
Austin, they've got to do last, right? He's got to sign after most of the stuff is done.
They're going to do Austin last.
Using his bird rights.
Right. They're going to use his bird rights, and his cap hold is really small.
Yeah.
And it's much less than Austin's going to be making, about 46.5 per season.
Yep.
Rui, I imagine whether they keep him or not. Well, I don't know. I don't know if they're going to keep Rui's bird rights or not. It's going to depend on the number.
There's a big market for Rui right now.
I'm not
There's a big
surprised at all.
market for Marcus Smart right now.
I think there's going to be a lot of teams with full mid-level exceptions that are looking for Rui, who's been a playoff riser and has become a really good shooter. I think the Lakers would like to keep him, all things being equal. But you can't just sign and trade Rui. Rui has to agree to it.
Sure.
So having Ayton as a tradable contract, I think there is a benefit to that.
That gives them, the tradable contracts then become LaRavia, Vanderbilt, am I missing? Connect.
And Ayton.
And Ayton. That's right. Those are the 4 tradable contracts. And 2 first-round draft picks.
Yes.
That they can use here.
Yep.
That means the roster at this moment, we've got 10 guys on this roster. So 5 open slots. You got Luka Austin, DeAndre Ayton, Jared Vanderbilt, Jake LaRavia, Dalton Connect, Bronny James, Adu Thiero, Nick Smith Jr. team option.
I know with Chris Mannion, I don't know yet what they've done with Nick
Mannion's
Smith Jr.
a two-way deal, right?
Mannion's a two-way deal, and the Lakers, I think, put out a qualifying offer. However, it works for 2 ways, but he's apparently now a restricted free agent.
Okay.
To the best of my knowledge, they have not made up their mind yet with Nick Smith Jr. I imagine, regardless of what happens with LeBron, I'm sure we'll talk about LeBron.
Oh, his name will come up at some point.
I imagine they're going to guarantee.
Later in hour 3.
I imagine that they're going to guarantee this coming season of Bronny's contract just because it's so little money. And also, again, they could use tradable contracts.
Yeah, yeah. Among the teams, by the way, interested in Marcus Smart. And to me, DeAndre, if I had an option, I'd want DeAndre to opt out and Smart to opt in. It went the other way. I think they need to find a way to keep Smart. We were talking before the show, provides leadership. He's their best point of attack defender. He's that defense. When the defense was really good this year, in part, it was because of Marcus Smart.
It's also the effort that he puts into it, too. So I think we remember that one Rockets game and the height of how good the Lakers were this year. He was running after a inbound pass when the ball was already decided.
Yes.
That is the kind of energy he brings to this team, and I don't know if he could be easily replaced for the Lakers.
They call that dive on the floor energy. You're right. The game was settled. He still dove on the floor.
There's an urgency with the way Smart plays that I think is contagious. Like, nobody can feel relaxed when Smart is out there.
And it sounds like Houston is the team that is looking at Marcus Smart. Now, here's what I don't know. So Marcus Smart was on a $5.4 million option that he declined. What is the market for Marcus Smart?
I would imagine it's in the $8 to $10 million range, if I had to guess, just because he's getting older. There are injury concerns. You're going to have to monitor his minutes.
Right.
Like the Lakers, I think, played him more than they wanted to in a perfect world, but they had so many injuries themselves. I think a team like Houston could be very good, though, because they've got a lot of depth, and you could probably play Marcus off the bench and just try to preserve him for the playoffs.
And that's a team that needs leadership.
Yeah. Oh God.
Yeah.
They need.
They're going every which way.
They saw it firsthand when they played him in the playoffs.
That is correct. We saw them up close and personal and knocked them out. So, all right, let's do the LeBron aspect of this. So, the Golden State Warriors are eyeing a LeBron AD reunion. So let's start with this. We'll kind of lay out this story. This is Windhorst this morning talking about the domino that started this offseason and the big impact that could come.
For months, the expectation was that Draymond Green was going to pick up this option, play alongside Steph Curry, and they were going to wait for Jimmy Butler to come back and try to assemble something in the second half of the season. This is an indication that Draymond Green is willing to take a pay cut. Now, if they don't get these players, Draymond could just re-sign right back into this deal. But this opens the door for the Warriors to use their mid-level exception of $15 million. And $15 million for LeBron James is a preposterous bargain, okay? But the thing that I have been told, the Lakers have interest in re-signing LeBron. They expressed that interest as soon as they were able at the end of the finals. They want to give LeBron a contract offer. They want to meet with him and give him their plan for what they want to do in free agency. But the way it was explained to me, Amina, LeBron has been unavailable for a meeting with the Lakers.
That is kind of stunning, right? I mean, the fact that Windhorst says LeBron and the Lakers aren't on speaking terms right now. Basically, that's what he's saying.
I mean, it's honestly not that shocking.
No, it's not.
I mean, I don't think
Wait a minute, you don't think drama and LeBron? I mean, isn't that surprising?
Oh, no. I meant the idea that they wouldn't be on speaking terms.
Oh.
Just, I mean, the relationship between LeBron and the Lakers, I think for the last handful of years, I don't think it's hostile.
Right.
But it has not been great.
But here's the thing. I mean, at the end of the day, I mean, if it's about money, the Lakers can pay him more.
Sure.
But I don't know what that number would be. The number at Golden State would be $15 million.
Yeah. I think the number for probably anywhere else, short of a team reconfiguring their roster to create space for LeBron,
right,
and then some type of sign-and trade, mid-level exception is the best LeBron can count on if it's not from the Lakers.
Yeah.
But if LeBron is viewing the offer from the Lakers through the prism of respect,
yes,
however LeBron defines respect, he may find a $15 million offer from the Warriors, which is the most that they can give him.
Right.
And part of these reports that are coming out is that the Warriors are also trying to find a way to trade for Anthony Davis, bring in one of LeBron's closest friends, somebody that he won a championship with. This could be seen as respect. Whereas if the Lakers offered, say, 20 or 25, which is more money than the mid-level, but far less than they can
Sure,
offer.
they could pay him 50.
Right, which, by the way, they should not.
No, they absolutely should not under any circumstances.
Right, like full stop.
Yep.
LeBron needs to be taking a pay cut from the Lakers or from anywhere else because no one's going to pay him $50
So, in other words, the pay cut, even though it would be more money with the Lakers, could feel like disrespect, and he'd go somewhere else like Golden State and take less.
He's going, I think, through LeBron's POV, you could see what the Warriors are doing as more respectful and just wanting me more.
Right.
Like the Lakers and LeBron for the last few years has felt like a marriage of inconvenience.
I mean, look at that article that came out, I think, last year around the time of our softball tournament. The Ramona wrote about how even last year it felt like this was the last year.
They kind of weren't. Two sides were not getting along.
Exactly. Every long form piece about the Lakers and LeBron has felt like they have seemingly disrespected.
Yeah. I think both sides, if they had a better option, would take it.
Yes.
I think both sides are trying to figure out whether or not they have a better
In
option.
a weird way, they are kind of stuck with each
Again,
other, right? I mean,
it is a marriage of inconvenience.
Yeah.
That's the way I've always phrased it.
I want to point out one more thing, too.
Yes.
The Draymond Green podcast did do, so they quote tweeted when Draymond opted out of whatever he did with his deal. And they quote tweeted it with, "Tune in tomorrow," and a bat signal up in the air. So either they're trying to get more people to listen to their podcast, which is probably true,
Probably
or
true.
they're going to have a big announcement regarding the Warriors tomorrow.
So, big announcement by the Warriors tomorrow. Now, here's what I find interesting. That they're not allowed to talk to LeBron, are they?
The Lakers?
Yeah,
no,
Lakers
Golden
can.
State.
Golden State is not.
And yet somehow there's going to be a big announcement
Here's
tomorrow?
the thing.
I mean, Golden
Draymond-
State, they're going to do it on speed dial, like it's 3:00. Hey, LeBron, you want?
Okay.
I mean, seriously,
I'm
there has to be all kinds
It's the
of
red phone in the middle of the night.
Yeah.
Steve, I'm going to pull back the curtain a little bit.
Okay.
And I hope this does not embarrass you because you've been in the industry for a while.
Okay.
Teams sometimes tamper.
What?
During this period.
What?
Teams break the rules and talk to other teams' players in ways they're not supposed to.
Like when Rich Paul said that 10 to 12 teams were interested in LeBron. Is that just the vibes he's getting?
Yeah,
or is
no,
he getting
vibes.
calls from people?
Yeah, that's 10 to 12 teams that have tampered, according to Rich Paul.
According to Rich Paul.
And look, if a league contacted me and said, look, I'm just generating interest for my client.
I'm in a podcast. I'm
Right.
saying whatever.
Now, it is important. Right.
That's a pretty good rule.
Oh.
I'm doing a podcast. I'm saying whatever.
I'm in the click industry.
I'm
fellas.
in the hot take business
I'm trying to go viral.
Yes.
If you know a better way to go viral.
And here's the thing. It worked because we played that clip.
Oh, this is part
totally
of my
worked.
theory, by the way, that the minute LeBron retires, I think Rich Paul is going to sell Clutch and
Yeah.
move into this industry.
Yeah.
Because it is a total conflict of interest if you are a player and you have an agent that's constantly trying to go viral.
Yeah.
Like that does not serve you well as a client, but it's important to remember Draymond Green is a Clutch client.
That's right.
There's no rule against Draymond Green and LeBron talking about this
And
stuff.
you know who is too? Anthony Davis.
Like there's no rule against any of this stuff.
Yeah, interesting. Yeah, I mean, it feels like it's going that way.
I mean, if Draymond happens to say to Rich Paul, look, talking with LeBron, talking with my organization, I think this could be doable. Is that tampering?
That's a good question. Sure.
I mean, the answer is yes.
The
it
answer is, of
tampering,
course.
But it's legal
Yeah,
tampering.
it's exactly right. All right, coming up next for you. Look, I know some of you people are like, yay, LeBron, get out of town, go to Golden State. We don't need. How do you replace LeBron James on this roster? How do you replace LeBron James and his production on this roster? Let's talk about that coming up next. Mason in Ireland, Andy in for John, 710 ESPN.
And it is the 15-minute mark right here on 710 ESPN, on the all-new ESPN LA app, and on YouTube at ESPN Los Angeles.
The 15-minute mark on 710. Fueled by Valvoline Instant Oil Change.
You know, in that time it took to hear your favorite takes and all that fun and frivolity, you could be pulling out with a fresh oil change. No waiting, no appointment, just in and out in about 15 minutes. Bam! So you've got more time for what matters. Visit SoCalOilChange.com.
In just 15 minutes, you can boost your vehicle's performance and save money while doing it. Visit SoCalOilChange.com now for value pack coupons and keep your car and your wallet running strong.
The 15-minute mark on 710, made possible by Valvoline Instant Oil Change.
Making plans for the 4th of July? Pechanga Resort Casino has you covered. Pechanga's annual 4th of July fireworks show is set to light up the Temecula night sky. The free exhibition will begin approximately at 8:45 p.m. Take in a dazzling drone show followed by a breathtaking 22-minute fireworks extravaganza. Tune in to FM station 103.3 KTMQ to listen to a coordinated soundtrack for a fully immersive experience. For parking details and more info, visit pechanga.com or call this number, 888-PECHANGA.
Hey guys, it's Cap. Is there any better match than soccer and pizza? Our friends at Pizza Hut have 2 winning deals all summer long. Need a quick carryout before kickoff? Grab a large, 1-topping pizza for just $9.99. Want more toppings or delivery? Get a large, 3-topping pizza for only $12.99, available for delivery or carryout. So whether you're watching every minute or just tuning in for the big moments, Pizza Hut is the winning move this summer of soccer. Order today on the Pizza Hut app or go to pizzahut.com.
Hey guys, it's Sedano. Next time you're at my home away from home, LAX, look up. You'll see the future of travel in action. It's the all-electric Skylink train. It's now testing, and trust me, this is a game changer. What does it take to build a champion? It takes round-the-clock preparation. And soon, Skylink will connect you to the airport terminals, the new rental car center, and LA Metro. From practice to prime time, the LAX Skylink. Fast, free, and built for LA. In testing now to help you skip the traffic later.
Individuals and businesses with tax problems, listen carefully. Do you feel like you're losing control of your finances? If you owe over $10,000 in back taxes or have unfiled tax returns, we can help you take back control. The IRS is the largest and most aggressive collection agency in the world, and they can seize your bank accounts, garnish your paycheck, close your business, and file criminal charges. Take control of your tax problem now by calling the experts at U.S. Tax Shield and take advantage of the Fresh Start program and new laws that may allow us to negotiate a settlement for the lowest amount possible. Our team of tax attorneys and enrolled agents can stop collections and get you protected so you can take control of your financial future. U.S. Tax Shield offers a price protection guaranteed quote to get you protected today. U.S. Tax Shield is A+ rated with the Better Business Bureau, so call now. 800-687-5192. That's 800-687-5192. U.S. Tax Shield. 800-687-5192.
NBA free agency frenzy is this week, but Lakers center DeAndre Ayton ain't leaving the purple and gold. Ayton is opting into an $8.1 million player option for the 2026-27 season. What does it mean for the next move for the Lakers this offseason? We're talking about it all day on your home of Lakers basketball.
Breaking news on 710 ESPN is powered by Valvoline Instant Oil Change, home of the 15-minute drive-through oil change. Visit SoCalOilChange.com for coupons and locations.
Yeah.
And we're waiting for the next game. Starts in about an hour, and it's going to be between Germany and Paraguay. And I have Germany.
You have Germany.
So let's go Germany.
All right. Let's go Germany. Hey, by the way, if you need more Lakers talk in your life, I mean, we've got you covered. The Ball Knower Extreme Duo of Mike Trudell and Geeter McGee are back tonight at 6 p.m. on 710 a.m. and the ESPN LA app as NBA free agency heats up. Get the latest on Lakers signings and trade rumors and roster moves and what it all means for the purple and gold. Discuss it tonight with Mike Trudell and Geeter on Lakers Talk on the eve of, you know what kind of sucks, Andy? You know, back in the day, it used to be, it was a Saturday night, and we invented this thing called Sábado Gigante, which we didn't really invent.
No.
Which is the name
No. We blatantly stole this thing called Sábado Gigante.
And Sábado Gigante was our live Saturday night, oh, man, everything's going to break kind of show. And I think it started, we went on at 7, and I think 9 o'clock was the start of free agency.
Because that's back when it was midnight Eastern.
Yes.
Like 12:01, 9:01 Pacific time. And remember, too, when we did Sábado Gigante, I believe the most memorable of all of them was when LeBron James agreed to sign with the Lakers, but Paul George, who was expected to join LeBron,
and then
he stayed in OKC because Russell Westbrook arranged a concert for
There was
him.
a concert in OKC, and we were all deflated because that was our big move, and we ended up cursing Palmdale.
Yes.
I remember that.
Palmdale lost its LA privileges.
Yes, they did.
Palmdale, the city, not like someone else named Palmdale?
No, the entire
Palmdale,
city.
the entire city.
Because that's where Paul George is from.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And
so we blamed Palmdale.
Yeah, whenever people would say to us, like, isn't that a little bit harsh towards Palmdale? We'd say, well, Palmdale knows what it did.
But
hey, Palmdale, I love you guys.
But you want to be here for Martes Gigante tomorrow. Martes Gigante. All right, so this is a piece of breaking news. I think this is worthy of playing the official breaking news. Shams Charania reporting that LeBron James will not leave the Lakers for the Warriors in free agency unless they trade for Anthony Davis. So
I think the hiccup on that is if the Wizards want to accept like Jimmy Butler.
Jimmy Butler, exactly.
Because in order to move Anthony Davis, it might have to be a Jimmy Butler, and if they want
I think it
him or
has
not-
to be.
It has
Jimmy
to be.
Butler.
You got to match salaries. So Washington's got to be willing to take a guy 4 months off of his knee surgery.
If I'm the Wizards, done.
You do it.
It saves me the issue of having to figure out the whole extension thing with Anthony
That's
Davis.
true. That's true.
Done.
Interesting.
Tell Jimmy, work out. We'll see what happens. Like, keep rehabbing, whatever.
Essentially, it's got to be Jimmy Butler for Anthony Davis,
I
right?
don't think there's any other way to make the math work. I don't have Golden State's cap sheet in front of me.
Right.
But if I had
I do,
to,
right? I do, right?
Okay, we'll take a look. I'm guessing.
I carry cap
You're
sheets
always
everywhere I
ready.
go.
Look at you, Eric
Yeah.
Pincus. You got him right in front of you. I don't think it would be possible without Jimmy Butler. Also, too, like I think you'd be in the third apron if you kept Jimmy Butler and added Anthony Davis.
Right.
Like they would create a new apron for that.
Yes.
With like LeBron.
the Warriors apron.
Yeah.
It's like the Cohen tax in baseball. It's to get the
Yeah.
Warriors
Yes.
apron and the Cohen tax.
Yeah.
I do
But-
think it's interesting that the Warriors or that LeBron is so tied to Anthony Davis. Is this like an original wound for not being told about the Luka deal?
Here he's orchestrating a roster without even being on it yet. Like, he's always, get rid of that guy. I want this guy over here. And you always
Still
cater to
got it,
LeBron.
baby.
LeBron is
Still
like,
got it.
La GM.
I'll be there, but you got to go get my guy first.
Name me another player who's GM'd another team.
Yeah.
In their 40s.
Yeah.
I dare you.
Now, it is a fun idea. I got to be honest. Let's take ourselves out of it from the Laker perspective. It's probably going to be very entertaining to watch if it does wind up being LeBron and Steph and Draymond and AD.
It's going to be one of two things with no in between.
Yeah.
It's either going to be very entertaining or very depressing.
But isn't if it's very depressing, it's also entertaining? I think
it's not for the Lakers.
It's a fascinating experiment is what I think.
Right. But the reason I'm picturing it being depressing
Yeah.
would be if all of these future Hall of Fame players who are getting up there in age all keep getting hurt.
Sure.
And unless you are just a Laker fan who is super schadenfreude against LeBron,
Yep.
I think after a while that gets depressing to see.
Yeah.
I mean,
just add Klay Thompson back to it too. Just add everybody.
Yeah,
back.
go get Klay Thompson also. Yeah, why not? Bring
Get
them all
the band
back.
back together.
Olympics team or whatever.
Yeah. So that means it all comes down to Anthony Davis. Weirdly, a year and a half after he's traded from this roster, he becomes the key to what the Lakers are going to do this summer.
Mm-hmm.
It sounds like if, according to Shams, they do get Anthony Davis, LeBron is gone.
Look, I don't know everything about how the Wizards operate, but if I'm them, I would jump at the opportunity to move Anthony Davis just because I know the Wizards want to be better this year.
Yeah, they definitely do.
They're looking to compete. AD, if healthy, can definitely help them. But especially given that the contract Trae Young got, you know that Anthony Davis and Rich Paul are going to be looking at that situation and going, okay, we're next, right?
Yeah.
Like if you gave that to Trae Young, you're giving something similar to us. And if I'm the Wizards, I want no part whatsoever of extending Anthony Davis.
Yeah.
I would if I've got an out.
Yeah.
Because Anthony Davis is not
this
part of
is
the long
This
term.
is an exit ramp.
He played 20 games last year.
If I'm the Wizards, I am on the phone with the Warriors right now, and I'm not letting them hang up until we can figure out a deal.
Wow. This could go down. And by the way, and here's the question I led into the last segment with. How do the Lakers replace, if he goes, the production of LeBron James? What's out there? What can they do? What might they do? All that is coming up next. If you are a Lakers fan, this is the place to be for the next week because we are all over this for you. Every single show tonight, Lakers Talk with Trudell and Geeter. You'll know you get great insight there, and we will have every move and every moment on ESPN LA this week. All right, how do you replace LeBron if he goes? We'll do that next. Mason and Ireland, 710 ESPN.
It's time for your Valvoline Instant Oil Change Summer of Soccer update. Here's Mario Ruiz.
History was made for Canada at the 2026 FIFA World Cup. The Canadians are through to the round of 16 for the very first time after a hard-fought 1-0 victory over South Africa yesterday in Inglewood. LAFC midfielder Stefan Eustáquio led the way with a late game-winning goal as Canada continues its dream run. Now the attention shifts to the other two host nations. Mexico returns to the legendary Estadio Azteca tomorrow night at 6 p.m. for a blockbuster round of 32 showdown against Ecuador. And on Wednesday, it's the United States' turn. The U.S. men's national team faces Bosnia and Herzegovina at 5 p.m. in Santa Clara, California, looking to build on an impressive group stage campaign and book its place in the round of 16.
And that's your Valvoline Instant Oil Change Summer of Soccer update. Valvoline Instant Oil Change, home of the 15-minute drive-through oil change. From kickoff to the final whistle, performance matters. Keep your vehicle running strong. Visit SoCalOilChange.com for a special offer and locations near you.
Hyundai gives you America's best warranty on every new vehicle. It includes a 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain limited warranty, plus 24/7 roadside assistance. That's peace of mind from Hyundai. And these days, that's priceless.
Right now, for a limited time, lease a Hyundai Elantra for $199 a month or get $2,000 bonus cash. See your SoCal Hyundai dealer. Hurry, offers end July 6th. Call 714-568-7676 for details.
Call Jacob.
Hey, it's Mace.
And I'm Ireland. You know, we know Jacob and Ronnie. We've known him for a long time. And most of all, we trust him. Here's the thing. If you get in an accident, within the first 30 seconds, they're going to try and get you to take a deal that isn't in your best interest. Let's talk about some of the red flags that you should be on the lookout for. The insurance companies will rush you to settle. They'll record all your conversations. They'll downplay your pain. They'll delay any payment that you have coming, and they blame you early. If you call Jacob at 800-345-6789, none of that happens.
No, count on Jacob. If you can count, you can get to Jacob. 800-345-6789. That's 800-345-6789.
Accident or injury, call Jacob and Ronnie. Call Jacob 1-800-345-6789. Call Jacob.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
The sounds of summer. They're great until they're not. Luckily, AutoZone has free battery testing and charging
Let me check that for you.
to help make a rough moment smooth. Don't miss the Celebrate Free event at AutoZone. Free products with select deals until July 27th. And free services every day. Restrictions apply.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
Your ambition just met its match with Robinhood. You push yourself in everything you do, scanning headlines for insights, keeping an eye on the market. Robinhood puts you in control of your money, all on one platform. You expect more from yourself. Expect more from your money. Get started today at Robinhood.com/yourmoney. Again, that's Robinhood.com/yourmoney. Your money, your move.
And it is Mason and Ireland, your Monday afternoon. The biggest offseason in Lakers history is on. What will happen next? Well, Andy Kamenetsky sitting in for John Mace is here. Let's get back to it. On 7:10 a.m., the all-new ESPN LA app and on YouTube. Get in that YouTube chat, sucker. Mason and Ireland rolls on your Monday afternoon right now.
All right, Momo's going to stop in here in a little while. Fresh from her NBA Today appearance. She's having a big week, obviously. I've not
Maybe
read
her phone will buzz a little bit.
Oh, that's right. She may have to leave the studio suddenly. She could pull a Schefter on us.
Momo, by the way, was an Iron Woman last week because she did Thursday and Friday's Mason in Ireland.
Yep.
While having pulled an all-nighter to file a Giannis TikTok. And she was...
Oh, she did a Giannis TikTok?
Not like the social media app, a TikTok.
No, the TikTok of how he got there.
Exactly, article.
Right, and Momo was operating on like 3 hours of sleep, but she was a champ.
Excellent.
She had 2 walking boots too, right?
She did.
What?
Yeah, Momo is in a proper walking boot because she tore ligaments in her ankle.
Her ankle?
And then she has to wear another boot-like device basically to balance her out.
So what is she like, RoboCop?
Well, no, what I said was when you watch her walk now, she kind of looks like John Wayne because she has to adopt a wide base in order to be balanced. because I don't think the boots are exactly aligned.
Oh, I cannot wait to see these matching boots that Momo is wearing.
They don't match.
They don't match.
No.
There's a little hint for you. All right, so how do you replace LeBron if, in fact, he leaves? There are not great options out there.
Nope.
He is, right, at this moment, he's the best available free agent.
Possibly.
And it sounds as though, according to Shams, if Golden State can work out an Anthony Davis trade, that LeBron is gone. And you said something interesting during the break, Andy. And I think this is really an important point. You said, if this is all going on now, it means that he really doesn't want to be here.
My working theory for like the last 3 weeks, month, or whatever is the closer we get to free agency.
Yep.
And, the Lakers are the team that can pay LeBron the most.
Yes.
So if LeBron is prioritizing money, he's going to be wanting to figure this out with the Lakers ASAP so they can work LeBron into their plans at the highest number possible while figuring everything else out.
Right.
The closer we get to free agency, or actually into free agency, and LeBron and the Lakers haven't figured this out, it means LeBron is prioritizing other things ahead of money.
And it means the Lakers got to plow forward and move.
Right. Well, I think what it also means is LeBron is leaning towards leaving.
Yeah, it sounds like it.
His instinct is towards leaving. He's trying to find a place where he can go as opposed to trying to find ways to stay.
I want to throw something out there. Just throw this into the mix. Vince Goodwill, who's an analyst for ESPN, was talking about LeBron leaving the Lakers today. If, in fact, that is the case, listen to what he said.
Historically, when LeBron James goes quiet before his free agency, that ain't a good sign for the team that he's playing for. If the Lakers can't get in touch with him for whatever reason, that does not bode well for them at this point. And how embarrassing is it for the Lakers? And we haven't talked about them at all in this.
Right.
How embarrassing is this for them? For them to be the marquee franchise, the star franchise, the statue franchise, that your statue left you for a team that's not terribly far away. It ain't the Clippers that he'd be leaving them for. He'd be leaving them for a championship organization, and a championship organization that has shown it has the wherewithal, the creativity, and the deep pockets to go and do the things that you can't.
So I don't think this is an embarrassment if LeBron leaves. I think that's a way, way overstatement.
I also wouldn't quite call LeBron a statue guy yet.
No, he's not a statue guy.
Right. I mean, he might get one just because he's LeBron.
Correct.
But do I think
he doesn't feel like he belongs
No.
there?
Honestly, no.
Yeah. I just can't imagine. There are too many guys that should have statues.
Yes.
Well before
Well, I
LeBron
think also his jersey's going to be retired. Jeannie's already said that. And
absolutely.
It should be. It absolutely should be retired. But the statue guys, in a lot of ways, are about your connection to the fans.
Yes.
And the fans, how they felt about that player. And there's always been a disconnect between Laker fans and LeBron.
Yeah. So what do you do if he leaves? What I mean, I'm looking at names of guys that, does Dean Wade do anything for you from Cleveland?
Depends who else is on the team.
Dean Wade is a decent defender.
Yeah, decent defender. He can shoot, although he doesn't shoot a ton.
He's a decent catch and shoot three guy.
I think someone like Dean Wade, the answer to how good of a signing is that or an addition is who else is there.
Right.
If Dean Wade is supplementing some other good
that's what
then it's great.
Correct. He's the icing guy.
Yeah.
We need some cake.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. And the cake options out there are limited. It should be remembered that this free agency in the Lakers cap space, it's not just about free agents.
Correct.
You can also trade into that cap space.
Yep.
Problem the Lakers have, though, is they don't have a lot of tradable assets in the form of picks, young players, or even tradable contracts. So it's going to be complicated.
It is. The one that I love, God, if he's going to leave, then go to Cleveland. And let's do that sign and trade, and let's get Jared Allen for him. To me, that's like the home run.
But see, now what's interesting about that and what makes me think that one is less likely is that requires LeBron to be talking with the Lakers because it's a sign and trade.
Correct, yeah.
So
You're
like
right.
that requires a lot of people working in concert.
Yeah.
And look, maybe they're keeping quiet about this because they don't want any type of tampering or whatever, like anything like that. But that requires communication between the Lakers and LeBron. You can't just sign and trade LeBron.
But I'm stuck on why would LeBron want to help the Lakers with the sign and trade?
Well, if they
why
can,
not? Why wouldn't he just trade?
Cleveland's a second apron team,
right?
And so they need to shed some salary. So Jared Allen and LeBron coming in at the mid level or whatever
Something
that
like
is
that.
at 15, to me that adds up for Cleveland because they get under the apron, and the Lakers get Jared Allen
Without doing a sign and trade, without having Cleveland's cap sheet in front of me. I wonder if the best they can offer LeBron is either a taxpayer mid-level or a veterans minimum. And LeBron might feel like, look, I'll play for a non-taxpayer mid-level, but a joke's a joke. I'm not playing for a taxpayer mid-level or a minimum. So that wouldn't be helping the Lakers. It would be helping himself.
Well, he did say it's not about money. It's about happiness. And so if it's happiness over money and, that difference in money doesn't really matter to him, he just would do that and to screw the Lakers maybe even.
There are happiness levels, though, between living in the Bay Area and living in Cleveland.
That is true.
Cleveland's a lovely city. Good for the whole family, like LeBron said in Trainwreck.
It's his hometown. It's his hometown.
He'll always remind you his hometown's Akron.
Yeah, true. Just south of Cleveland.
Cleveland is his hometown when it's convenient for it to be his hometown.
Right.
When it's inconvenient, his hometown.
But Akron is like next door to Cleveland. It's greater Cleveland.
What does he always call himself? The kid from Akron or the kid from Cleveland?
No, you're right.
Is it like the Palmdale to LA kind of?
It is. It's like that's his Palmdale. You're absolutely right there.
But I do feel like it has to be. It doesn't seem like it's going to be a 1-for-1 at all or whatever, like replacement of LeBron. It feels like it's going to have to happen by a collective group of things that Rob Pelinka is responsible for filling.
And again, I think guys like, for example, we just mentioned Dean Wade. Another one that's come up a lot is Jock Landale.
That's like your 9th or 10th man.
Correct.
Jock
But
Landale.
see, they need depth. They do need depth.
They do need depth.
He's icing. He's not cake.
No. I mean, he's like a candle on the cake.
Candle on the cake.
I mean, because they need cake and they need icing. Landale is more
like a candle on top,
or maybe one rose.
Right, one rose,
or he's like the knife that you use to slice the cake.
Right.
Like he's an accessory.
So
to
where
the
is
cake.
the cake, Em?
I don't know.
I mean, honestly, I don't know where that guy is. If LeBron leaves, who is
like? There's no way they can get in the Jaylen Brown business, right?
No, they don't have enough. They don't have enough space.
Could they get into the? Because I've seen this now multiple times. This is Michael Scotto says Tyler Hero and Khalil Ware.
I mean, Tyler.
The
Hero,
Lakers have had discussions with them.
I mean, to me, Tyler Hero on a team where you already have
a lack of defense,
right? Well, and Luka and Austin, and those are both very similar players to Tyler Hero. Unless you're truly going for the Leches look, like that's really the goal.
Yeah.
Like Tyler Hero is so redundant to what they already have.
Khalil Ware makes a ton of sense. Young, has a chance to be very good, I think.
Yeah, I mean, I would be surprised if Milwaukee moved on from Khalil Ware just because he's a young player that if I'm Milwaukee, I would want to take a look at him before I moved him.
He's a good lob threat.
Yeah.
I mean, he defends.
I would be, if nothing else, if I'm Milwaukee, I would want something other than the Lakers picks for Khalil Ware because the odds of getting a player as good as Khalil Ware with like a 20 to 30th pick, I wouldn't want to bank on.
Can I interest you in a Dalton Connect, Milwaukee? I guess not. All right, we're going to talk about Pelinka coming up. We're going to do sports graffiti. And by the way, Em, if it's okay with you, I'm going to be liberal with the calls this week, too.
What does that mean?
Like calls, people can call in anytime.
Sure.
I mean, if there's something good.
Yeah. So let's see how they do in sports graffiti, and then you can see how we want to expand.
Yeah, I'm kind of
after that.
expecting a double graffiti today. Because there's big news about LeBron, and that usually lights up the phones. Hey, this week, DeMarco and Travis giving you a chance to win a pair of tickets to Pechanga Resort Casino's second annual Whiskey and Wings Festival. That sounds good. Wait to hear the DeMarco Whiskey and Wings Pechanga Sounder. Oh, I got his own sounder. When you hear it, be caller number 7-877-710-ESPN. Answer a question about something that happened earlier in the show. Get it right, and you win. Visit Pechanga.com for tickets to Whiskey and Wings. And then it says, I'm supposed to say, cheers. All right, coming up next for you, Icebreakers, Mason and Ireland, 710 ESPN. Let me tell you about Cosm. Oh, man, this is the place for the World Cup. You know, tickets have been expensive. And I guess yesterday Canada played. You know what? You could have been there at Cosm to see the game. You can watch any of the World Cup games at Cosm, and it will change the way you view sports forever. This is called shared reality. It's this 87-foot wraparound LED dome. It puts you right on the pitch, Andy. Right on the pitch.
87 feet, not inches, feet.
87 feet. Exactly. And you will, honestly, it's above you, it's below you, it's around. You feel like you're there. You basically feel like you're there.
87 feet, if I'm doing this math correct in my head, that's like a third of a football field.
That's about right.
That's insane.
Because you feel surrounded in that thing. You are in it. And all the World Cup games look great there. By the way, they're all kinds of stuff. There's family stuff. You can take the kids to see Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory, Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone. Maybe you're into the Matrix. Cirque du Soleil is a great date night. And of course, the World Cup. There is no better place to experience the World Cup than Cosm. Go to Cosm.com. That's COSM.com. Cosm.com for a complete schedule and to get your tickets. Mason and Ireland, 710 ESPN.
NBA free agency frenzy is this week. But Lakers center DeAndre Ayton ain't leaving the purple and gold. Ayton is opting into an $8.1 million player option for the 2026-27 season. What does it mean for the next move for the Lakers this offseason? We're talking about it all day on your home of Lakers basketball.
Breaking news on 710 ESPN is powered by Valvoline Instant Oil Change, home of the 15-minute drive-through oil change. Visit SoCalOilChange.com for coupons and locations.
Hey guys, it's Cappy, and I'm here with Angelica from Angelica's Insurance, and you can feel it already. The energy, the passion, the entire world coming together for soccer's biggest stage.
Yes, Cappy, we're big soccer fans at Angelica's, and just like your favorite team needs the right defense, you need the right protection too. At Angelica's Insurance, getting families and businesses the best coverage is always our goal. In English y en español.
And that's who Angelica's Insurance is. Call us or visit us, angelicas-ins.com. That's angelicas-ins.com.
Do you have trouble getting in and out of the bathtub? Are you afraid you'll slip and fall entering or exiting a tub? Safe Step walk-in tubs can transform your bathtub from an area of concern to a calming refuge. Call them today at 1-800-731-4558 and save $1,600. Safe Step walk-in tubs and showers are proudly made in Tennessee and offer an ultra-low step-in, avoiding that difficult climb over a traditional bathtub wall. They also offer a variety of therapeutic benefits that may help soothe your aching muscles and joints, increasing your mobility, boosting your energy, and improving your sleep. Safe Step walk-in tubs are designed to easily fit your existing tub space and are often installed in as little as one day. Just dial 1-800-731-4558 today to save $1,600 and receive a free shower package. That's 1-800-731-4558 for a free no-obligation consultation and to save $1,600. Safe Step walk-in tubs. Safety never felt so good.
Oh, it's Icebreakers time. Oh, right. That's right. The big voice guy.
Listen to Mason and Ireland. Weekdays noon to 3 on ESPN LA.
Exactly right. Time for Icebreakers on Mason and Ireland. Icebreakers made possible by Blue Ice Vodka. Your fit-friendly vodka with no sugar added, 64 calories an ounce, and keto-friendly. Let's do it. Icebreakers. Presented by Blue Ice Vodka on Mason and Ireland. Take it away, producer Emily.
Don't worry, we're going to get right back to all basketball talk in about 3 minutes, so stay tuned for that. But I do want to update us with the Icebreakers tally. Thank you, Brian, for keeping track while I was gone. It's not decided. So we have today and tomorrow as double days. All right? Okay. John has 51 points.
Okay.
Mason, you have 19 points.
Ugh.
Brian, you have 18 points.
Uh-oh.
Andy, you and the others have 21 points, and I have 20 points because no one could guess Carole King on Friday.
I can't believe nobody got Carole King.
I can't believe it either.
Looking back on it.
Actually, no, I have 30 points, not even 20 points, because I won that one. Anyway, here we go. For 20 points, I was born in 1957 in Germany. I attended an international boarding school in Switzerland. I moved to London as a teenager and attended the Hertford House School.
Okay.
For 18 points, I received a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame in 2010, just 2 years after I thought I was going to retire. I also was included in the list of the top 100 living geniuses published by the Daily Telegraph in 2007. For 16 points, in June 2016, I was one of the inaugural winners of the Stephen Hawking Medal for Science Communication.
Brian, I'm
Go
going to take
ahead.
a shot. Bill Nye, the Science Guy.
I'm sorry, that's incorrect.
Oh, that's
It's
a good
not
guess.
Bill Nye.
That's a good guess.
Good guess.
Solid guess. Good guess. Good
Solid.
try.
Solid
Good
guess.
solid.
For 14 points, I briefly appeared in the music video Killed the Radio Star by the Bugles.
The first video that ever played on MTV.
I did know that. All right. Any guess? No? Okay.
No.
For 12 points, I have won 2 Oscars, though I have been nominated for 12 of them.
2 Oscars, but nominated.
And is a genius.
So that kind of narrows the idea.
Genius Oscar winner.
For 10 points. While a lot of my work is in action movies, I worked on both A League of Their Own and The Holiday.
I'm going to take a guess. I don't think it's
Go
right.
ahead.
James Cameron?
That's incorrect.
Okay.
So
A
Mason,
League of
you're
Their Own.
standing between me and some points.
Right, and I was in A League of Their Own. This is embarrassing. I cannot
Okay.
remember my castmates.
For 8 points, I am a frequent collaborator with Christopher Nolan until I decided to compose the Dune movies over Tenet.
Oh, I know who it is. now. I wrote it down.
Movies over Tenet.
Do you want me to go on?
Yeah, give me
Okay.
one more.
For 6 points, my biggest competitor rival for a long time was John Williams.
Okay, I'll try it.
Okay.
Hans Zimmer.
That is correct. It's Hans
Yeah.
Zimmer. 6 points for Mason. There we go.
All right, yeah, you had it. I could have gotten it that one before. 'cause
Yeah,
I, was
I know. You just
thinking-
couldn't think of the name.
Yeah, but I was like,
I know
oh,
you
wait,
had
one
it.
more. Yeah,
So tomorrow is still going to be live because you are within striking distance. Actually, no, you're not.
No, I'm not.
It's done.
But I'm going to make a first. I'm going to guess on the first.
Can
pick.
close the gap between you and John a little bit next week.
All right. Hey, Icebreaker, sponsored by Blue Ice Vodka, finest vodka sourced from Idaho potatoes. Check out Blue Ice's commemorative bottle celebrating the USA's 250th birthday and the Blue Ice 25th anniversary. Red, white, and blue themed, featuring the 250th logo inside the label. Currently available in stores for the straight expression in both 750 milliliters and 1.75 liter sizes. Blue Ice Vodka, because taste is everything.
I want to add one more thing about that Blue Ice Vodka.
Yeah.
I was in Jackson Hole, Wyoming over the weekend, and, Huckleberry's big all over there. I know
Yep.
they have Huckleberry vodka at Icebreakers.
Nice.
And Blue Ice Vodka. And my friend had a signature cocktail. They did use the Blue Ice
Oh,
Vodka.
very nice. Very nice. What was the signature cocktail
It
called?
was called the Lily because that's the name of her cat.
Okay.
But it was like a Moscow Mule, but they used the Huckleberry vodka.
Okay,
from
got
Blue
it.
Ice.
Got it. Yeah, we have at my parties we have a Mason Mule.
Yes.
Which is bourbon and ginger beer. And bitters. Don't forget the bitters.
Don't forget.
All right, so in addition to all the Lakers stuff that's circling, and we've been talking about that, another story that is taking place here in L.A. is that Kawhi Leonard, who is beloved in Los Angeles, may be traded to the Toronto Raptors. Now, here's the thing that I think people might miss. Kawhi played 65 games and was really good last year.
He was excellent last year.
I
believe he was second team All-NBA.
Yeah, he scored 28 points a game. He played 65. So if you look at his game totals in 23-24, played 68. This is always the question with LeBron or with Kawhi is how many games is he going to play? He played 68 in 24. He played 37 games in 24-25 and 65 games last year. Now, I do think, particularly in the East, Toronto with Kawhi would be a threat.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, he is a proven force when healthy He is somebody that can elevate teams. Like, we've literally seen him do it with the Raptors, but, he won a championship with the Spurs. You're always rolling the dice on his health and
his
the Uncle Dennis of it all. And
the leadership or lack thereof.
Right. Like, you need to have, I think with Kawhi, similar to the way we talked about Kevin Durant, you need to have a solid leadership structure in place where you don't have to count on Kawhi for that.
Yep.
But if you're just asking the dude to go out there and play basketball and hope that he can stay healthy, he can absolutely elevate a team.
But where's the leadership on the Raptors right now? So they have Brandon Ingram, they have Scotty Barnes, they have RJ Barrett. Like, I don't see it like.
Well, Scotty Barnes is excellent. I don't know his leadership abilities necessarily, but Scotty Barnes is a really good player.
I know his coach was said he was the future face of this league, which is why he was upset that he didn't get the calls against the Lakers about 2 years ago.
That's right.
Yep, Scotty Barnes is
really good. Yeah. So Bill Platsky wrote an article saying that he say Kawhi is the worst trade in the history of Los Angeles sports.
He thinks it's worse than the Anthony Rendon trade, which I kind of disagree with. I think Anthony Rendon is worse, but he's not just saying the play on the court or the field. He's talking about the life you sucked from the team that you were with.
Oh,
yeah. I mean, they've lost in the playoffs in the first round the last 4 years.
They made it to the Western Conference Finals, but without him that year. It was led by Paul
George
in
2021
because he got injured.
The furthest they went was without Kawhi, although they don't get Paul George without Kawhi.
That's true.
And obviously they trade away the future MVP of this league, back-to-back MVP of this league, in Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
Yeah, unwittingly. I would say that was unwitting.
I mean, look, I thought Shai was going to be good as a rookie. I don't think anybody, including the Thunder, thought he would be this good.
Peg him as an MVP? No.
Similar like, James Harden going to the Rockets. He was not yet James Harden, and he was not going to get the opportunity to be that guy if he had stayed with the Thunder. Having said all that, Bill Plaschke is so wrong with this. Dude, the Leonard trade does not even, or the signing, does not even pale by comparison to the Russell Westbrook trade. The Russell Westbrook trade.
He literally tanked the franchise.
It shut the window, like slammed it shut for the LeBron AD era.
Yeah.
And it has led to permanent distrust and resentment between Team LeBron and Team Lakers. And unlike the Kawhi signing, which everybody at the time thought was a really good idea, including, by the way, the Lakers, because they were trying to get Kawhi at that time, everybody was going, what are you doing with Russ? Like, what?
Right.
What are you thinking? Like, of course they're not going to trade.
It didn't really make sense. It never made sense.
But
made
through the transitive property, I know it's not from directly the Kawhi thing, but it was through the Paul George trade. But you created a absolute monster in the Oklahoma City Thunder because of the Kawhi deal.
Correct.
Not trade, deal.
Yeah, you
signed
did.
with them. So that, I think, is comparable to the Russell Westbrook
Right,
trade.
and you're still responsible for that. That's still on your record. You did trade away a future MVP, and it's your job to do
Plus
whatever.
all those picks that just finished this year.
Correct.
Of course. Look, all I'm saying is at the time, like some of this I think is either, I don't know if it's revisionist history, but it's with the luxury of time to look back on it. And at the time, you don't know exactly what's going to happen with these picks.
Right.
Paul George and Kawhi Leonard in their primes, everybody thought, holy bleep, the Clippers just created a potential juggernaut.
Yeah.
Again, these are two guys the Lakers wanted.
They did want.
They waited on Kawhi's decision as long as the Clippers and the Raptors waited on Kawhi's decision. The Russell Westbrook trade was far worse than this.
Well, NBA-wise, yes. Overall Los Angeles history, there is one trade that maybe Bill Plaschke has forgotten about.
Can I guess?
You take a shot.
Are you talking about the Pedro Martinez?
Yes, I am.
Yep.
They traded away a 21-year-old future Hall of Famer for
Ramon.
Delino DeShields.
Ramon was on the team.
Yeah, Delino DeShields, who played 2 years for the Dodgers. Pedro went on to have just an amazing career.
Yeah,
and I think, too, a bad deal also puts in mind of, like, if this team is just perennially making bad decisions and there's just one in a long list of bad decisions, or if it's their one glaring mistake. So, like, Dodgers make good decisions. Angels with the Anthony Rendon thing, that's a long-term bad decision-making as an organization.
I mean, the Albert Pujols deal was way worse.
The Albert Pujols deal was not worse.
Pujols at least played.
No, Pujols played, cared, delivered, particularly in the first half of that contract. The second half was dead money, But Anthony Rendon
Is
never
just dead
gave
money.
a
No,
damn.
no, I mean Pujols was worse than Kawhi Leonard.
Okay,
I think that was way worse. Like, put it this way, Albert Pujols means everything in St. Louis.
Yeah.
They saw that deal that the Angels were putting out there and they said, Albert, it's been great. Like, they weren't even going to sort of touch that money or try to match it.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. Albert Pujols during the first part of the Angels contract. Obviously, there were dead periods in that deal, the later part of that deal. But he had a couple of decent seasons.
I would argue Kawhi Leonard did more for the Clippers than Albert Pujols did for the Angels.
Huh.
I do feel like Kawhi also just fits better in either San Antonio or Toronto because it just feels like he was never going to be a guy that wanted to be in the middle of all the spotlight in LA. I know the Clippers have a secondary spotlight, but
yeah, I mean, can you imagine Kawhi with the Lakers would be just he would not survive.
Oh, at the time I thought he is using the Lakers for leverage because my thought process
never thought he was coming.
My thought process was, can you name a star who seems like he would enjoy being a Laker less than Kawhi Leonard? Like, he would despise everything that comes.
It's weirdly, he doesn't like any attention.
No.
He doesn't. By the way, it also seems like he doesn't enjoy the experience of being an NBA
He doesn't even
superstar.
like being a spokesperson for the stuff he endorses.
Correct. He doesn't even.
or stuff he can stand on the table to endorse.
He never said a word about trees. All right, coming up next, we're going to do sports graffiti. Now, we have covered a lot of ground. The Lakers and LeBron may be headed for a breakup. If Golden State is able to acquire Anthony Davis, LeBron would leave and go to Golden State. That's at least according to Shams Charania. I should rephrase it. He won't consider Golden State unless they get Anthony Davis. Meanwhile, Kawhi could be on his way to Toronto. Who are the Lakers going to replace LeBron with if it all comes down to him leaving? 877-710-ESPN. If you want to chime in on the worst trade in LA sports history, that is fair as well. 877-710-ESPN. It is the week to be with us because everything is going down in the NBA in the next 48 hours. Stick with us, and your call's coming up next. Mason in Ireland, 710 ESPN.
Yo, what's going on? It's your boy, producer D, DeAndre Hawkins, and the NBA free agency begins on Tuesday. This is the biggest offseason for the Los Angeles Lakers, so how can they build the right team around Luka Doncic and Austin Reeves? Will LeBron James stay in a Lakers uniform? We're talking about it, and we're reacting together on your home of Lakers basketball, ESPN LA. And don't miss special editions of Lakers Talk Daily at 11 a.m. on the ESPN LA YouTube channel at ESPN Los Angeles. I'll see you on the YouTube channel talking Lakers basketball.
America's turning 250 years old, so we're celebrating 2 weekends at Morongo. Now your top reasons to visit Morongo.
Drive-in movie night at Oasis Pool. Movies, popcorn, and a lazy river.
Number 2.
Stop by for a free commemorative Independence Day cap. Pick it up at Morongo Rewards, the Fort.
And the number 1 reason.
$250,000 cash giveaway. Earn entries playing your favorite games now. Be here July 3rd to win.
Morongo, good times.
Looking for a vodka with standards? Blue Ice delivers. American-made from Idaho potatoes, gluten-free, non-GMO, and only 64 calories an ounce. Enjoy the classic Huckleberry with lemonade or award-winning double espresso. Blue Ice vodka, premium taste, nothing extra.
This summer's biggest football watch party experience is happening at Mercado Gonzalez in Costa Mesa. Catch every Mexico and USA match live, surrounded by non-stop game day energy, passionate fans, drink specials, surprise giveaways, grab fire asada tacos, slow braised quesadilla, fresh ceviches, warm churros, and more while you cheer on your team with the entire Mercado. Mercado Gonzalez, your soccer fan paradise this summer. Join us every Mexico and USA match at Mercado Gonzalez in Costa Mesa, where every match tastes better.
Prizes, flyaways, even cash money. You want it? We've got it. Find a list of all contests and official rules by visiting ESPNLAcontests.com.
That's ESPNLAcontests.com.
The home of Rams football. And now the home of The Rich Eisen Show. Weekdays 9 a.m. to noon. KSPN Los Angeles, a Good Karma Brands radio station.
And it is 1 o'clock in the Southland on the biggest show on the radio, Mason in Ireland. And you know it's time for Sports Graffiti on Mason and Ireland. This is where you call in and talk to the fellas.
877-710-ESPN.
That's right, that number is back. It's not a mistake. Big voice guy, do it one more time.
877-710-ESPN.
You get to talk to Mason and Ireland during Sports Graffiti, and we know everybody loves Mason and Ireland.
Rick Vega, I'm the reigning champ of the Mason Ireland Poker Invitational.
Gregory Mendez, Port Hueneme, California.
Why do you love Mason and Ireland?
Why I love them? Because they're there every day for me. They're consistently giving out some funny takes, being goofy, and to be honest, we need it in a time like this, so I love it.
Let's do it. Sports Graffiti time. Take it away, Mace.
All right, here we go. Sports Graffiti time. All the lines are lit, and let's start out with Big Rob in Inglewood. Big Rob, you're on Sports Graffiti. What's up, man?
What's up, guys? What's up, guys? You know what? You guys are like our pastors for sports fans, okay? And I say that because I want to congratulate you guys, because you guys get on here every day and give Laker fans hope, give us hope, okay?
Yes.
Even though you guys can't tell us really what we see, and that is there's no moves that the Lakers can make where we're going to win a championship within the next 5 years unless we can switch whole teams with the San Antonio Spurs or the OKC Thunder, and right now the New York Knicks, all right? There's no moves we can make. So I'm going to just tell you the truth, all right?
Okay.
I'm going to say what you guys can't say.
I'm allowed to
okay?
say anything I want, by the way. Go ahead.
And here's what. First of all, if LeBron stays, I'm in favor for LeBron milking the Lakers for all he can get because there's no moves they can do to win. The next thing is I would love to see LeBron go to the Golden State Warriors, this trade they're talking about now. That way basketball will be exciting all year long.
But how do you go ahead, the next thing. Sorry.
Yes. The next thing that you guys will not say,
I can say
but it's in the streets, okay? And everybody says the same thing. The worst thing that the last ownership did of the Lakers was drafting Bronny James and giving that young man $7.5 million.
Come on.
$7.5 million.
Dude.
Listen, there is no team that the Lakers can trade Bronny to that will say, okay, we will take Bronny. No, it's a negative.
Okay, but do you acknowledge, Rob, that first of all, I can say anything the hell I want.
I can say anything.
Yeah, and Andy can too. We're not employed by the team. And I'm not, and I also don't believe that anybody thought the Knicks could play with either Golden State or San Antonio, and they ended up winning the whole thing. Here's the truth is, we can sit here and say they're never getting by those teams, but I just don't believe it. There are injuries, there's stuff that happens, and so I'm not willing to say they're not going to win a championship in the next 5 years, and I think you are dead wrong on that. They will compete for a championship in the next 5 years. It may or may not be this coming. They may or may not find the magic roster addition this summer, but they've got a couple of years to figure it out. And honestly, I don't get the I don't get that take.
The Bronny? I mean,
Bronny's developed.
Well, it's
they've
not even
drafted worse players.
Yeah,
than
I mean, they've drafted
again. May I remind you all, Russell Westbrook trade.
Right.
Drafting Bronny James is not even the same stratosphere of the Russell Westbrook deal.
It's been fairly innocuous.
Hey, look,
he's a
by the
second
way,
round draft.
There's a second round draft, and I think he's developed.
The biggest problem when they drafted Bronny, the year they did it, is they didn't actually have a roster space to spare. They needed an actual NBA player. Had it been any other year, they would have ended up using either a stash player or they would have sold the pick.
Right.
That was actually the problem.
Let's go to Walrus. He is in Encino, huge Lakers fan. Walrus, what's up, man?
Father Mashansky, the pews are filled today, sir.
Excellent.
Good to hear you, man. Good afternoon. To the Lakers Talk Emeritus, Andy Kamenetsky, let it be known.
Yep.
And great to have Emily back, and, of course, BC. Look, I said to Em on the phone, truly think about this. Has there ever been a player who has led a team to a championship, was the MVP in that championship team, that has been more underappreciated or disrespected than LeBron James? I think that's probably why he's leaving. Anthony Davis coming over. I think that is probably what's about to happen. How do you replace him? I've been talking about the guy for 3 years. Yes, he needs to rebound more, but you know what? If you have more shots available for Rui Hachimura, who shoots at a high clip, both from 2 in the mid-range and from 3, I'm telling you that could work out. Austin needs his shots. Luka needs his shots. This doesn't necessarily have to be the worst thing for the Lakers, and I'm a LeBron fan. I respect him. But really, like, you have that money freed up now, perhaps to make a miracle happen with Walker Kessler, move Ayton in that deal. Things can happen. I think the Lakers can recover from this. I honestly do. You all have a great day.
Thanks, Walrus. Yeah, I mean, I don't think, by the way, until we see the whole thing, you can't really render a verdict. Right now, it's smoke and rumors and people talking and all that. We don't know exactly the way it's going to come down. Look, on Wednesday, we will say that was a success or that was a failure. We will say that.
What you can say right now is that the paths for the Lakers being better this offseason are not immediately obvious.
Also, isn't it interesting that LeBron was like, I don't know, maybe I'll make my decision in July and August. Like, we might not know by tomorrow.
We're not waiting for him.
Like I said earlier in the show, though, that my read on that was if you take LeBron at face value, that's him saying money is lower on the priority. It's either about the situation, it's about the roster, happiness, lifestyle, or just respect.
Yeah.
But the longer LeBron waits, the less money's a thing. Because nobody's going to earmark $30 million worth of cap space for LeBron in August.
Right.
That's not going to happen.
Let's go to, line 6 is Curtis and Whittier. Hey, Curtis, you're on Sports Graffiti. What's up?
How you guys doing?
Good.
One thing that we have to do, and we have to put our trust in Pelinka and the front office. Our hands are tied. No matter what we say or what we do, we have no control over this. I was telling Emily, is it a possibility that we can get Joel Embiid? Or if we can't, and Andy, I know you don't like him, Andy.
By the way, I don't have anything against Joel Embiid. I need a guy who's going to be giving me 65 games.
I mean, I don't even know if to answer this question on a technical level, Curtis, I'm not sure they even have the space to absorb his contract. His
contract is crazy.
Like, if you're looking at this from a literal, can they do this? The answer is I'm not quite sure.
Yeah.
He's making $58 million next year. It's a terrible idea, though.
That would be the entire cap space.
Yes, you are.
Is it any other center that the Lakers can get that Luka would like? Let's focus on that because all this other stuff I don't think is going to happen.
Yeah. Okay, let me throw out a name.
Embiid's not really, by the way, a Luka-style center.
No, he's not. What about Miles Turner?
That would be a guy, I don't think he fits everything they need perfectly, but he's somebody that they likely could get for very little in return because you're cleaning Milwaukee's books.
Yes.
You can likely move DeAndre Ayton in that deal.
Yep.
Maybe you get off Dalton Connect, maybe Vando.
I mean, he's not perfect for Luka, but he does fill a really important need for them. He's a good rim protector. He's not necessarily the greatest lob threat in the world, but he does play defense.
Yeah, I would say you might not be able to do better, and you definitely could do worse.
Yeah.
It's possible. I think it's possible because, again, Milwaukee wants him off their books.
Yeah. Let's go to Justin in New York. Justin, you're on Sports Graffiti. What's happening, man?
Hey, so they say numbers never lie. I'm on a prediction market called Kalshi.
Sure.
Ads during the World Cup. I bet on LeBron to not be with the Lakers or retire next year. And my bet is looking good. Today, for the first time, Golden State overtook it. And it's kind of been fluctuating since there. Now, for comparison, there's a bet on Bronny. Says he's 70% likely to stay with the Lakers next year.
Okay. By the way, I totally trust the prediction markets because people are betting actual money on those questions. And to his point, Kalshi right now, LeBron's next team, I don't know what his wager is exactly. LeBron's next team stays with the Lakers or retires is 47%. Golden State is 36%. Cleveland is 12%. So I actually think
it's close
I'd put money on Golden State if I was going to bet on Kalshi, I think.
It's close to a weighted coin flip between stays or goes to Golden State.
Yeah, basically.
Think that the only person who knows what he's doing is LeBron?
Yes.
Do you think he has told Rich Paul? Do you think he's told anybody else?
Well, he may know what he wants. I don't know if he knows yet what he's doing because some of this is contingent on the Wizards playing ball and moving Anthony Davis.
Right. I mean, I guarantee you there's a group text with Steph, Anthony Davis, and LeBron and Draymond.
What do you think that group chat is called?
And Rich Paul. What's that?
What do you think it's called? The group chat.
Oh, what's the group?
The Banana Boys, or is that's
No, that's different.
people?
That's with Chris Paul and
Yeah.
Melo and Wade.
That should be the Expendables.
The Expendables.
The
yes.
Expendables.
I do think we have enough people to do some bonus sports graffiti.
Okay.
I also did get a live update that Ramona is on her way over with both of her boots.
Okay. With both boots. Excellent. So the booted Ramona Shelburne will join us coming up. Plus more of your calls. 877-710-ESPN. It is NBA Free Agent Frenzy Week. This is Mason and Ireland, 710 ESPN.
It's time for your Valvoline Instant Oil Change Summer of Soccer Update. Here's Mario Ruiz.
History was made for Canada at the 2026 FIFA World Cup. The Canadians are through to the round of 16 for the very first time after a hard-fought 1-0 victory over South Africa yesterday in Inglewood. LAFC midfielder Stefan Eustáquio led the way with a late game-winning goal as Canada continues its dream run. Now the attention shifts to the other two host nations. Mexico returns to the legendary Estadio Azteca tomorrow night at 6 p.m. for a blockbuster round of 32 showdown against Ecuador. And on Wednesday, it's the United States' turn. The U.S. men's national team faces Bosnia and Herzegovina at 5 p.m. in Santa Clara, California, looking to build on an impressive group stage campaign and book its place in the round of 16.
And that's your Valvoline Instant Oil Change Summer of Soccer Update. Valvoline Instant Oil Change, home of the 15-minute drive-through oil change. From kickoff to the final whistle, performance matters. Keep your vehicle running strong. Visit SoCalOilChange.com for a special offer and locations near you.
Time to bench those other hiring sites and let ZipRecruiter help you build a winning team. With ZipRecruiter, when you need the hire, you get the right fit for any role fast. That's because ZipRecruiter's smart matching technology starts showing your job to qualified candidates immediately. You can also apply filters and add screening questions to your job post to help you save time in scouting first-rate talent. With ZipRecruiter's advanced resume database, you can instantly unlock contact info from a roster of top candidates. That's why over 4.8 million businesses have trusted ZipRecruiter to hire, and check this out. 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. No wonder ZipRecruiter is the #1 rated hiring site in the game based on G2. So, if you need to score the best, go with ZipRecruiter. Try it for free at ZipRecruiter.com/LA. That's ZipRecruiter.com/LA. ZipRecruiter.com/LA.
Hey, it's Mason. The next best thing to being at the 2026 FIFA World Cup is watching it at Cosm. Experience every match inside the massive 87-foot LED dome in shared reality. You will feel like you're right there on the pitch with the world's biggest stars. Plus, catch all the action in the Cosm Hall with great food and drinks. FIFA World Cup tickets will not last, so book right now at Cosm.com/FIFA. I will see all you guys for the World Cup at Cosm.
Progressive presents the Passionate Sports Fan Checklist. Signed jersey of your favorite bench warmer? Check. 14 bobbleheads that look nothing like the players they're emulating? Check. Twin TVs so you can watch the game on 2 different networks simultaneously? Check. Life-size wall sticker of your favorite player that routinely freaks you out at night? Check. A second life-size wall sticker so after the first one freaks you out, you see the second and you're like, oh right, the wall stickers. Check and mate. Bundle your renters and auto insurance with Progressive and save on protection for the things on your checklist. Get a quote at Progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company affiliates and third-party insurers not available in all states or situations covered subject to policy terms.
Hey, it's Rich Eisen for Pella Windows and Doors. Sometimes teams take a timeout to regroup and call the right play. When it comes to your home, Pella Windows and Doors always has the winning game plan. They're not just window and door experts. They're experts at taking care of you and your home. At Pella, they find the products that meet your needs and their experts install them. They do it every day, and that's why your neighbors trust them. Discover why Pella is a trusted choice for homeowners everywhere. Visit Pella.com/Eisen today. That's Pella.com/Eisen.
And it is Mason in Ireland, your Monday afternoon. The biggest offseason in Lakers history is on. What will happen next? Well, Andy Kamenetsky sitting in for John Mace is here. Let's get back to it. On 7:10 a.m., the all-new ESPN LA app and on YouTube. Get in that YouTube chat, sucker. Mason in Ireland rolls on your Monday afternoon right now.
All right, rolling on, getting some more calls in here. Andy Kamenetsky's in for John today, and the big free agency frenzy starts tomorrow at 3 p.m. Pacific time. So right as we're going off the air, and chances are they're going to be announcements, bam, bam, bam.
Super Crosstalk is going to be filled with free agency.
Filled with free agency, exactly. Momo's going to be along here in a minute. In the meantime, let's go to Shelly in West L.A. Hi, Shelly. You're on Sports Graffiti. What's happening, Shelly?
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
So I have been a Laker fan since the 60s, okay? I was at the first championship they won in 71, 72. I saw Jerry West. I've seen Showtime. I wish John were here so I could argue with him. LeBron is being an absolute rat, and I can't believe that he is already dictating who he wants to play with in Golden State. That's unbelievable. Now,
it's very LeBron to have done that. Yes, you're right, Shelly. Go ahead.
Yeah. And I feel like he's a great player. I'll never, ever, ever argue that. And maybe losing him this year is going to bring us down a notch. But he has to build. And you can't build around him because he holds everybody hostage with his play, with his garbage here.
Okay.
It just doesn't work. And my question to you is, if he leaves, is there a way we can keep Rui?
Yes.
Oh, yeah, for
Absolutely.
sure. Yeah, I mean, we're definitely they've been talking to Rui.
I think LeBron leaving increases the likelihood of Rui staying.
And Marcus Smart.
Right. Because you have that leftover money in those roster spots, but also you cut down on some redundancy with LeBron and Rui in terms of defensive assignments, positionality, things like that.
Yeah. Shelly, thank you very much. Appreciate your Lakers history. Let's go to line 2. This is Michael in Pasadena. Hi, Michael. You're on Sports Graffiti. What's up, man?
Good afternoon, guys.
Good afternoon.
I just want to talk. Good afternoon. As a disgruntled, lifelong Dallas Mavericks fan who lives in L.A., I just want to say I think you guys haven't got the full Luka experience yet in the playoffs, and I think that people are sleeping on how far he can take this roster as it currently is, especially if you bring Rui back and some of these just pieces around him. And I realize health is a big if, but this is a guy who can take a team to the finals on his back by himself. And I think that people in L.A., maybe LeBron's going away, opens the door for some role players. And, again, it's a big if, but if he's healthy, guys, he can do it. He can compete with all these teams. He's taken Oklahoma City out by himself in the past. Not by himself, but you know what I'm saying.
Right, I do know what you're saying. He keyed that whole thing. Yeah, no, I get it. So, yeah, I mean, I think there's room for upside. We didn't get a chance to see Luka Doncic in the postseason, and Luka, I mean, they would not have been swept by OKC if they had a healthy Luka Doncic.
I think Mike also hit on another point, which is if LeBron leaves, do I think the Lakers can necessarily replace him in a way where they're better this year? Maybe not. But what they can do, and I think this matters a lot, they can be in more of a position to build out a roster and have more tradable contracts, have more of the bones of what you want to have for the entirety of Luka's prime.
Yeah.
And you can build future forward as opposed to just keeping on going year to year with LeBron and that uncertainty.
Yeah, I think if LeBron does leave, the likelihood of Rui staying goes up.
I would think so.
I think the likelihood of Marcus Smart staying goes up.
Yeah, you have more money.
You've got more money. Now, you're basically running it back without LeBron. I think you got to add that A1 center. You've got to add. That's the one position I'm most concerned about. And I had somebody say, Mitchell Robinson today. Mitchell Robinson is not a starting center.
No.
He's a spot guy. He can play defense, but
he was great for the Knicks when he was needed to, but he was not the centerpiece of their offense.
Well, he has so many injury concerns. Like, forget the fact that I don't think he's a starting caliber center, period. He has so many injury concerns, you can't play him starters minutes.
Right.
Like, that's the problem with a guy like Robert Williams in Portland.
Same thing. Can't stay healthy.
Right. So that's the problem with a guy like Mitchell Robinson.
Yep. Let's get a couple more in here. Let's go to Joe in West L.A. Hey, Joe, you're on Sports Graffiti. What's up, man?
You know, it doesn't get any better than this as far as IQ radio.
Yeah.
Okay. With Mason back, Andy, and Emily, you got to be kidding me. Nobody can top this IQ here, buddy. Listen, the Lakers, they are our passion here in Los Angeles. Nothing matters more. So we got to think about the future. Okay, they signed Austin to a little too much money. He didn't take a team-friendly deal.
Nope.
But, okay, we have to move on. What they have to do, we need 3 defenders behind him. We need a guy like Gafford. We don't need any ball stoppers. We have enough ball usage with Luka and Austin. We need guys that can spot up and shoot the three. But check this out. We might already have two in house. Adu, I think he's going to be an incredible athlete, and I think he can definitely fill the role. And then this guy they just drafted, Dunn, I think he's going to be a player.
You mean Cameron
Steve,
Carr.
I agree with you. Oh, Carr, exactly, Carr. But Steve, I agree with you. We got to get Tariq Eason. We need a veteran 3-and-D guy.
Yeah,
we have to go after him. He's our priority. We have to make that get done.
All right, we got to go say smart things because this is the IQ show. Gafford would be perfect. I just don't know that he's gettable.
Yeah. Well, I think Dallas would be more likely now to trade with the Lakers.
Since it's all
right. I mean, that's all water under the bridge now. And the problem, though, to me with someone like Gafford is I think he's more of a high-end backup than an ideal starter.
Yep.
And he's making like a little less than $20 million a season, which isn't outrageous, but it's a lot for a backup.
It is. It is. So Momo is all booted?
Yeah, suited and booted.
Ramona Shelburne is here.
Man.
So you're wearing two boots. They're not like fancy dress boots. They're like
this one I didn't put the even up one on.
Okay.
Nice.
This looks really nice.
And what happened? You tore some ligaments in your ankle?
I missed a step. I was outside the preschool carrying Jacob. And,
oh, no.
You know, you have the kid in front of you, so you can't see where you're going.
And this is why you were struggling during the finals,
yeah.
right?
I was
same
total
thing.
peg leg. I was just like...
No surgery or anything like that?
No, just get through it.
Yeah, just get through it.
Yeah.
Well, our IQ just went up because we got Ramona
We got
here.
Ramona.
Indeed.
The IQ is continuing to go up in here.
Yeah? What's the backstory
Some
here?
guy called up and said with me and Andy and Emily and BC that this was a very high IQ show, and we just got a lot smarter because we got Stanford Momo here.
Is that a diss at Ireland? Is that what they were trying to do there?
No, I don't think.
I think you can take it however you want.
Yeah, no, he's smart too. He's smart too. So, Momo,
some things are happening.
Where do we start with Momo? I guess I'll just say one word, Momo.
Okay.
Do you know what the word is?
LeBron?
Correct.
I mean, look, we know exactly what he's doing because he puts it on Instagram all day long.
I know. By the way, he says he's in his hometown.
He was enjoying a ride through his city, he was in Cleveland.
Yep.
Isn't
it? It's a huge.
Listen, I've been waiting for him to respond to what we talked about last year at this time.
Yes.
Was that the Lakers were preparing to build the team around Luka Doncic and without him. Okay. That was never going to be pretty. They did not offer him an extension. They allowed him to become a free agent when they met with Luka Doncic last year before they offered him an extension. Remember, Rob Pelinka went into Craig's and he had that binder.
That's right. They went into Craig's.
And they presented everything, and then Luka Doncic walked out the front.
Yep.
And he had the binder in his hand, and all the paparazzi
By
got
the way,
all the
he
pictures.
had the chicken parm that night. I don't
Did
know
he?
if you know that or not, but yeah.
Pigs in a blanket, chicken parm.
Yeah.
That was his... Whoa.
Sorry about that.
There. Heads up.
Sorry about that. We've lost YouTube control.
It's just on Andy.
Yeah, that's fine. Oh, it's all right. It's Andy's
just
camera.
Andy's camera.
Sorry about that, guys. So there they are. They're at Craig's. Take us deeper into this.
When Rob presents the case to Luka Doncic of why they should extend him, why he should extend with the Lakers, right? Remember, he had to sign an extension last summer.
Yes.
The pitch was starting in the summer of 2026, we're going to have space for max free agents.
Yes.
Well, where does that space come from?
Yep.
That's because $52 million of LeBron are not on the books.
Correct.
Okay, now, LeBron played really well last year.
Yes.
He certainly carried them in that first-round series against Houston, just like it always was. But he was not in their plans then. Maybe he played his way back into their plans going forward, but this was never going to be a long-term thing because he's 41.
Sure.
And as I can tell you, he has not been telling the Lakers anything. So when they're communicating like this, they could talk to Austin Reeves. They met with Austin Reeves.
Yep.
They have not met with LeBron. When they call his agent, Rich Paul, I think Rich is in London right now. He went to like the Bad Bunny concert with Adele. Like there's a lot of time zone issues. However, this is by design. Obviously, this is if somebody wants to talk to you, they would.
Yep.
And Rich Paul is saying, LeBron hasn't even committed to playing next year. He still needs some time to think about it. Well, let's I'm going to say a key word here.
Okay.
I think the Lakers are smart enough to realize when somebody is stalling, and that's a word I've heard.
Yeah.
So why is he stalling?
Okay, we'll get into that coming up next. Apologies to Tim, who came in here disgusted with me because I knocked the camera over.
He caught it at least.
He snarled at me. He snarled at me.
He definitely rolled his eyes.
Yeah, he did roll his eyes like, oh, Mason. All right. More coming up with Momo. And one nugget here. Teoscar Hernandez for the Dodgers has been activated from the injured list. Ryan Ward has been optioned. Mason and Ireland, 710 ESPN.
NBA free agency frenzy is this week. But Lakers center DeAndre Ayton ain't leaving the purple and gold. Ayton is opting into an $8.1 million player option for the 2026-27 season. What does it mean for the next move for the Lakers this offseason? We're talking about it all day on your home of Lakers basketball.
Breaking news on 710 ESPN is powered by Valvoline Instant Oil Change, home of the 15-minute drive-through oil change. Visit SoCalOilChange.com for coupons and locations.
Call Jacob.
Hey, it's Mace.
And I'm Ireland.
After a crash, you are on the spot. You got to make the right decisions.
800-345-6789. Count the facts. Count on Jacob.
Count your options, then count on Jacob. 800-345-6789.
Put it in your phone. Memorize it.
Accident or injury, call Jacob and Ronnie. Call Jacob 1-800-345-6789. Call Jacob.
The next great story in Los Angeles is happening in Glendale. Hyundai of Glendale is now open. Lease a brand new 2026 Hyundai Palisade SC for just $279 per month. Plus, enjoy owner's assurance and America's best 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain limited warranty. Call 818-222-8000 or visit HyundaiofGlendale.net. $279 per month plus tax. Closed and lease for 24 months. $39.99 total due at signing plus government fees and taxes. On approved above average credit through HMF. Zero security deposit. 75 miles per year. 20 cents per excess miles. Expires 6/30/26.
John Ireland here, and when it comes to vodka, I like a winner, and Blue Ice Vodka delivers. America's largest potato vodka. Double gold rated, just 64 calories an ounce, and made from Idaho potatoes. Clean, smooth, no additives. Blue Ice Vodka. Vodka with standards.
Skechers elite athlete OG Anunoby has been making history on the basketball court.
Anunoby tips it in. Unbelievable. What a shot.
He's been balling out in Skechers high-performance basketball sneakers, and the world is noticed. But how does OG train off the court to keep in peak physical condition? Hands-free Skechers Slip-ins Aeroburst. They help prepare OG for the physical demands of playing at a championship level. Get your pair of Aeroburst for only $165 at a Skechers store, Skechers.com, or wherever high-performance running shoes are sold.
My name is Whitney Allen, and I'm a widow. My husband, Ryan, died. We never thought we'd ever have to use life insurance, but the unexpected happened. With Ethos, signing up was fast and 100% online. You can get a quote in seconds, apply in minutes, and get same-day coverage. No medical exams, and you can get up to $3 million worth of coverage. I'm grateful we were prepared.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/play. That's ethos.com/play. Paid spokesperson. Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
The OGs of LA Sports Radio.
So I want to ask you guys if I am crazy.
Okay.
And if there's something wrong with me.
I like this. The answer, yes and yes.
More Mason and Ireland right now.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, it is that week. One of the best weeks of the year to follow the NBA, to follow LA sports, because you know the Lakers are out there. And we are getting the sense that LeBron is considering other options. Today he is in Akron, cruising through his hometown. Made sure that we knew that on Instagram. We know Draymond opted out of his contract. Apparently he's willing to take a pay cut.
And he tweeted a bat signal for his podcast tomorrow.
And it should be noted, not only is that like a, hey, something big could be coming, Anthony Davis is a fan of Batman.
Oh.
He's a Batman fan.
Okay.
Just saying.
So, Momo, what is the likeliest scenario now?
The likeliest scenario?
Yeah, what's the likeliest? What's Occam's razor here?
I think that
Wasn't it smart? I said Occam's razor.
Yeah, it was very good.
Yeah,
I was
thanks.
also just like, those
I was
headphones don't
super
work
proud
very
of
well.
that, yeah.
I think it's trending towards him leaving. That's what it feels like to me. Now, he could, change things around. We have a John Morant trade here.
Oh,
That's interesting.
Please announce.
Breaking news from Shams. Memphis Grizzlies are trading two-time NBA All-Star John Morant to the Portland Trailblazers.
Portland.
Interesting.
Okay. For Jeremy Grant and Chris Murray.
Okay. So I'm trying to think, their backcourt up there, they've got
Scoot Henderson.
Yeah.
And isn't Jaylen Brown has been thrown out for the Trailblazers as well?
Yeah, he has. And that kind of crosses that off the list.
Yeah.
I guess it doesn't, but
No, you'd have to just find a lot of salary to send out, and Jeremy Grant would have been one of those
is
salaries.
one of those salaries.
Real quick, I want to mention it's free agency week on ESPN LA. That means DeAndre Hawkins is back with Lakers Talk Daily. Watch DeAndre break down all the Lakers signings live on YouTube at 11 a.m. on Wednesday. Lakers Talk Daily, where the true ball knowers live. Momo.
Okay, so let's get back to that LeBron guy.
Yeah, let's get back to LeBron guy.
Okay. If you're the Lakers and somebody's not giving you an answer, maybe that's your answer.
Yeah.
Okay. So, also, though, I would say he certainly is within his rights to do that and to make them squirm a little bit because they kind of did that to him, right?
Yep.
They said, we're not giving you a new deal. You're not necessarily in our plans. He had to spend all year feeling like the third fiddle, which he is now. Quite frankly, it's Luka's team and it's Austin's team, and they're going to turn the team over eventually.
Yep.
So it's been uncomfortable for a while. They've all made it work. They've all, tried to gotten through it. But I can understand how he would pout a little. I can understand how they would feel. It's all understandable. And yet he has not even told them if he's going to play next year.
Are they now? There are reports out there that he hasn't even spoken to the Lakers. That's
true?
That is true.
Yeah, he hasn't spoken to. He hasn't been made available. Now the Lakers have kept in touch with Rich Paul, but he has not even told them he plans to play next year. So we're getting late. I mean, he's got to decide by tomorrow. There's free agency starting tomorrow at basically 3 p.m. in LA.
Yep.
This thing is
What if he's just yanking everybody's chain? He's going to sign with the Lakers anyway.
He could. If this Golden State thing falls apart, if he changes his mind, but I think he's stalling in the sense to say, what are my options?
Well,
can the Warriors pull off this? And this is my big question. Is trading for Anthony Davis, is that really a package deal? Would LeBron go to Golden State without Anthony Davis? Would he go there first and then trust the Warriors to go trade for somebody else to make that, a big four? Or is he fine just going there on his own?
Well, I don't want to jump you, but Shams did report that he won't consider Golden State unless they make an Anthony Davis trade.
Okay, that's what we're saying today.
Yeah.
That's what, that I trust Shams. I think Shams is right.
What are the odds of a Washington Golden State AD trade?
Okay, so this is a big question, right? Anthony Davis has 2 years left. One is a player option, so it's about $63 million a year. It's a lot of money.
Yep.
He would like an extension. He's also injury prone, all the things that we've said about him. He didn't play much last year, and some of that was by design. But I also think the Wizards traded for him because they wanted him.
Right.
They want him to play for their team. They love the fit of him next to Alex Sarr. They are trying to win this year. They got Trae Young. They got AJ DeBansa. He's under contract for 2 years.
Right.
He hasn't asked for a trade. I think they're talking about an extension with Washington. And so we're back in this conversation of leverage. It's just, is this a leverage play to get Washington to pay him? Is this a leverage play on the Lakers? Is this a leverage play on the Warriors to make a deal there? I think everything is up in the air. I don't think anybody has an answer right now. It's just you have an answer right now, right?
But
I just feel like I'm talking in a riddle, but it's true.
But this lines up, though, Mace, with what I said earlier in the show and what I've said for the last 3 or 4 weeks. The closer LeBron gets to free agency, much less free agency beginning, without having a number worked out with the Lakers, the more it signals him leaving, because the Lakers are the team that can give him the most money. And they're going to renounce his rights unless there's something I don't understand.
By the way, do they have to renounce his rights today?
No. They can wait. They can wait. They don't have to renounce his rights even tomorrow. They just have to do that when they want to offer their money to someone else.
If they want to be a cap space
They
team.
renounce when they find the guy that's going to.
If they want to be a cap space team, they're going to.
I said on your show about a week or so ago that I think the Lakers have been really diligent in scouting young centers who they think can grow into somebody of note. One of the guys I mentioned,
the really hard to pronounce guy.
I'm just gonna say Sandro.
Sandro Mamukelashvili.
Yep.
Mamukelashvili, I believe.
There you got it. That's it. I'm gonna have
to
get better at that. That's a guy. There's some other free agents. Robert Williams III is another one I've heard that there's some interest in. So those are interesting options. There's also the restricted free agency game, which is a really hard game.
It is a super hard game. Are they able to play that? Are they able to tie up their money in an offer with the possibility
that you can't even make an offer until July 7th? Okay, cannot even make an offer until July 7th.
That makes it
and that's
impossible.
just for restricted?
Not necessarily.
But you have to have everything in place.
You're going to lose out on a lot of other guys.
Yeah, you're going to miss out if you're sitting money on the side.
You might be able to just move forward with one or two guys at like a mid-level.
Right.
15. And that just cuts into LeBron's. I really have to get with Bobby Marks and find out exactly when they need to do it.
I think that's when they can officially sign, but I think they can put the offer sheet out before then.
And then they've got 48 hours?
No, unrestricted, no. Not till the 7th.
Okay.
I think that's right.
Okay.
Yeah.
But beyond that point, I think the problem with restricted free agency is it doesn't really feel like free agency because in the end, you got to set money to the side and then hope you don't get trumped. There are guys out there that are, whether it be Peyton Watson or
there's also a lot
Jalen Duren.
There's a lot of time for Denver. Like if, say, we're talking about Peyton Watson.
Yep.
In that period before anything can even become official, there's a lot of time for Denver to find a way to either unload Cam Johnson, to unload Christian Brown, and then they'll have the ability to likely match whatever offer the Lakers, whoever put out for Peyton Watson, because all indication is they want to keep him.
Yeah.
If they can.
By the way,
I think they can, but I think there's going to be that cap space. Let's also remember can be used for taking a player into salary cap space. So if there's a player they want to trade for, you don't have to use it as a to sign a free agent. Someplace it's better to just have cap space and operate. Use that as your.
The problem the Lakers have there, though, is they don't have a lot of stuff to trade.
Correct.
So I've talked about Momo loved this bar that I had on Friday. I feel like the Lakers have a lot more optionality than actual.
I've never heard that word before. Optionality.
They have more optionality than actual options.
Oh,
isn't that good?
Interesting.
I thought that was a good turn by Andy.
Yeah, that is. I like that because they really don't have great options. If LeBron leaves, I don't know how you replace that production.
You don't replace him, but you get
Through
on
the
to building the team.
I guess you get it. Yeah.
You get on to building the team around Luka faster.
Right. Ultimately, you might take a step or maybe a half step backwards in terms of just on the court this coming season. But for the big picture of Luka's prime, in theory, you start having more options and more bones of a team that you actually want.
I think these are the two biggest questions to me.
Yep.
How long is LeBron prepared to keep the Lakers twisting the wind? Is he prepared to lose the option that can pay him the most money and he can still stay in LA?
Right.
Because they may have to move on with their business if he takes too long. And B, would he go to Golden State for $15 million or whatever if there's no Anthony Davis trade?
Right.
Is Anthony Davis the conditional? Is it a true package deal?
Sure.
Right now, I believe Shams when he says it is. Okay, I believe him, but that's right now.
Yeah, that's as of the moment, and that's now. If I was the Lakers, I'd be like really irritated that I can't even get this guy on the phone.
He's on the golf course. He's
I know, but
golf on TV.
I think he's leaving him hanging.
Yeah, but he's kind of giving you an answer, though. In some ways, he's acting.
It sounds like Andy said something earlier. If all this stuff is developing out there, like the Golden State thing, it sounds like he really doesn't.
This is called leverage. This is called what people. This is what a good agent does.
Negotiation.
But the leverage, there's a limit. They can pay him more than Golden State, but not a lot more.
Right.
Not if they want to start on that other timeline, on the Luka timeline.
He goes without giving the Lakers at least a rough idea of what he wants.
Yeah.
The less they lose the ability, in all likelihood, to pay him as much as LeBron would want because they got to start moving on. And LeBron's smart enough to know that, which means he's deprioritizing the money. And it's more about the fit. It's more about the roster and what he deems as respect.
Yeah.
Again, I think the deeper you go into free agency, the less he's going to care about the money by definition.
Can you do one more segment?
Yeah, I don't have to be back over there till 2:10.
Okay, let's talk about Jaylen Brown coming up next.
Okay.
Mason and Ireland, 710 ESPN. You know, the 2026 Palisade is absolutely spectacular. In fact, North American Utility Vehicle of the Year. It is incredible. We had one out at our ESPN LA golf tournament last summer, and I'm telling you, it is spectacular. The Palisade, have you seen the?
About to go get.
Have you
From
the
Hyundai?
Palisade?
Yeah, I'm about to go get it from the Hyundai of Glendale.
Oh,
I
the
love
Palisade is unbelievable.
Dude, I'm gonna feel like a baller driving around in that.
That's true. And does it have the 2
Is it
sunroofs?
moonroof and stuff?
Oh, yeah. It's 7 to 8.
It's so great. Momo actually on Friday left crosstalk early. She's like, I don't have time for this bleep. I got to go get my Hyundai.
There you go.
You know, honestly, I don't think I've ever had a baller car before.
Good for you.
I just drive my little Honda Accord, but now I'm going to get that baller car.
Absolutely.
I'm going to feel like an Uber black driver.
There you
Ford's
go.
out here taking strays.
The Palisade, you've heard it from Momo. That is the vehicle that is spectacular that she is going to be driving. It's got everything. It's got the dual sunroofs. It's got all the safety features, all that stuff. And like every new Hyundai, it gives you America's best warranty. It includes a 10-year, Momo, get this, 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain limited warranty. You get this on your Palisade?
Lease.
And okay.
Yeah.
But you still, and you get 24/7 roadside assistance.
Awesome. Yeah.
That is peace of mind. Visit your SoCal Hyundai dealers like Momo did. Do it today. Mason and Ireland, 710 ESPN.
Hey, it's Greg Bergman. Have you become a part of the ESPN LA Blue Crew? Well, if you haven't, why haven't you? The Blue Review presented by LAX. Each weekday morning at 6:30 a.m. with me, Gregory Arthur Bergman, thanks, Cappy, and Marcus Grant. We're talking Dodgers baseball first thing in your day and getting you warmed up for the Sedano and Cap morning show. The Blue Review on our ESPN LA YouTube channel at ESPN Los Angeles. Weekdays at 6:30 a.m. Live and always on demand. Your home for real Dodgers talk, ESPN LA.
America's turning 250 years old, so we're celebrating 2 weekends at Morongo. Now your top reasons to visit Morongo.
Drive-in movie night at Oasis Pool. Movies, popcorn, and a lazy river.
Number 2.
Stop by for a free commemorative Independence Day cap. Pick it up at Morongo Rewards, the Fort.
And the number 1 reason.
$250,000 cash giveaway. Earn entries playing your favorite games now. Be here July 3rd to win.
Morongo, good times.
This summer's biggest football watch party experience is happening at Mercado Gonzalez in Costa Mesa. Catch every Mexico and USA match live, surrounded by nonstop game day energy, passionate fans, drink specials, surprise giveaways, grab fire asada tacos, slow braised quesadilla, fresh ceviches, warm churros, and more while you cheer on your team with the entire Mercado. Mercado Gonzalez, your soccer fan paradise this summer. Join us every Mexico and USA match at Mercado Gonzalez in Costa Mesa, where every match tastes better.
Less than 4 in 10 kids aged 6 through 12 are playing sports regularly. 4 in 10 kids? Let it sink in. Just 4 in 10 kids. ESPN is building a nationwide coalition powered by Disney called Take Back Sports, with the purpose of training more coaches, expanding access, and creating community-driven sports programming that puts kids and fun first. We're working on that story. We hope you'll join us.
Visit takebacksports.org to learn more.
Hey, it's Wendy here. Are you looking to rebound from your high-interest credit card debt? A SoFi personal loan could help. Consolidate your debt with a SoFi personal loan into one low monthly payment, and you could save money on interest over time. And with as soon as the same day funding, you could hit the ground running ASAP. Apply today with no fees required at SoFi.com/debt-rebound. Loans originated by SoFi Bank. NA member FDIC. Terms and conditions apply. NMLS 696891. Fast funds terms apply at SoFi.com/debt-rebound.
Steve Mason and John Ireland.
I mean, what I'm thinking is, don't you know who I am? You're not responding to me?
I'm Steve Mason.
Exactly.
Mason and Ireland.
What? It's an outrage.
It is an outrage.
Back to the guys.
I don't know. You're breaking news here. Hey, help affected people from the Venezuela earthquakes. Your donation through redcross.org/ESPN enables the Red Cross to prepare for, respond to, and help people recover from the disaster. They had 2 just awful earthquakes down there in rapid succession, and so many people have died and so many people are lost. So do that if you can. All right, so we're talking about silly things, not earthquakes, but we're talking about Lakers and talking about Jaylen Brown. So Jaylen Brown was a near MVP this year. had a terrific season.
He was my top 5.
He has been now connected to virtually every team in the NBA in terms of trade. Why?
Except the Lakers.
Why is Boston shopping Jaylen Brown? Or are they, in fact, shopping him?
Okay, so, they're shopping him. They've been having discussions. People think this started with the Giannis trade discussion. And, of course you would talk about him for Giannis, but they talked with other teams about him before the Giannis conversation too.
Right.
Look, they weren't good enough. They lost in the first round of the Sixers. That was a gap year last year. Jaylen had an incredible year. He really doesn't. It's really not his fault. I think it's terrible that he's catching any of the blame for. He was the reason they were the second seed in the Eastern Conference last year. But you get down to this, and so you have 2 Mex guys.
Yep.
How are you going to turn the roster over? They have Derek White, who makes a lot of money. They have a bunch of younger players around them. I think, Milwaukee was serious about him. And I think some of what's happening, so Bobby was like, I talked to an analytics guy, Bobby Marks, that is.
Yeah, actually, I'm going to play this.
Let's play that song.
This is Bobby Marks. Do you have this, Brian? Bobby Marks.
Feelings about him when you talk to teams. The analytics of Jaylen Brown is not good. I'm more of an eye test guy. There are some people out there that look at that a little bit more deeper than what the eye test says. I had one, not an executive, but an analytics guy saying, well, yeah, we view him as like the 7th best player on a team. I was like, holy crap.
Oh my God.
I get it. There's a role for analytics and stuff, but, I guess they call it, I joked, I said, I guess we call that strategy now. We basically changed the word. People got
7th best player on a team?
So I was like, wait a minute, that's a little bit of a stretch there.
It is a stretch. I want to just add to this that that clip circled around Twitter in the last 24 hours, and Jaylen Brown responded directly to it. Jaylen Brown subtweeted, analytics nowadays used to discredit and control narratives, roll the ball out. None of these guys better than me on both ends. Who does he work for? Jaylen also said, nobody has won more combined regular season and playoff games since I entered the league 10 years ago.
That's an accurate statement.
Then he said, analytics have and are ruining the game we play. And Bobby came back and said, I am an eye test guy. These are not my beliefs.
Yeah, he was just reporting what people around the league are saying.
Correct.
And I'm going to tell you, this is a really important point to make. There is nothing in the league that the rest of the league likes better than a team like the Celtics finding themselves in no man's land.
Yeah.
Everybody I talk to right now is like devaluing Jaylen Brown. Is going, I think he's a $25 million a year play. 7th best. You would think the guy is like a distressed asset.
Right.
The guy was top 5 in the NBA in NBA voting, in MVP voting last year. And I think some of this is just piling on.
Right.
Some of this is just, look, the Celtics won the title a couple years ago. This is people sticking it to Boston because they got out on a limb and there's really nowhere for them to go. And then a lot of it is Jaylen makes a lot of money.
Yeah.
And it's hard to trade a contract like that unless you were looking for that. You guys both play poker.
Yeah.
You never want to be calling it all in. You want to be going all in.
Sure.
And I think that's sort of what's happening here.
But they've kind of left him out there dangling. Yeah. And the more he's out there dangling, it seems like his value goes down.
That's right. So the most likely scenario is either give him that big 2-year contract extension to make him feel better, or get everyone in a room and just have them talk it out.
Right.
Get everyone in a room and say, okay, we're going to bring this back together, and you got your feelings hurt, and I understand that, but I think we're a long way from a resolution, although I'm kind of needing to send text messages to find out if this Portland thing is a precursor move.
Okay.
Kind of interesting on this. It doesn't, what they just did with John Morant doesn't mean it takes them out of anything for Jaylen Brown. Portland's obviously trying to swing wildly.
Yep. And they've got too many guards now. Like, if it's not Jaylen Brown, there's likely another move in the mix just because it's too guard heavy. If that meeting happened, like the one you're talking about in Boston where everybody sits down, clears the air, the question I would have if I'm Jaylen Brown, and I realize it's a business. We hear this on both sides. We hear players say it's a business. But if I'm Jaylen Brown, the question I would ask is, why is it always automatically me?
Yeah.
Because I'm the guy that was finals MVP in 2024. I'm the guy that helped carry this team clearly further than you thought you could.
Right.
Because you guys sold off all these other guys in what you treated as a gap year. I took us to a 2 seed. I was, I think, 5th or 6th in MVP voting.
Yep.
Why is it automatically always me? Like, why are you assuming Jason Tatum is still going to be better than me moving forward, coming off that Achilles tear? Like, no disrespect to Jason Tatum, and from everything I've heard, they're cool. Like, this isn't a problem between them. But, like, why is it always me? Would be my question. I think it's a fair question.
Yeah, and I would imagine he's – no, I can't imagine anybody wants to hear their name connected to multiple teams. I mean, especially when he's done what he's done. I mean, what he said, I mean, he did carry them to the number 2 seed in the East this year. And he deserves the credit for that. Why do you think they are choosing or prioritizing Tatum over Jaylen Brown?
You know,
is it this analytics thing that Bobby was talking about?
Some of that. I don't know. It's a feel thing. It's like you have to be around that team to kind of get it, or around the two guys. I don't want to give any validity to why they would do it. Yeah, it's certainly actions over words, right?
Right.
And JT is your very classic superstar. He's the Kobe, right?
Yeah,
That's that guy. He's also coming out of Achilles, so I certainly understand where JB sort of made himself into this, whereas JT was this.
Yeah,
that makes sense.
And if I'm Jaylen Brown, it's like, okay, if you think Tatum is better than me, like, okay, there are a lot of people who think Jason Tatum is better than Jaylen. Like, that's defensible.
But they won a championship together.
Right. They won a championship together. And again, I took this team to a pretty high level without him.
Yeah, but they lost in the first round. They lost in the first round in embarrassing fashion in Game 7 in Boston Garden. They lost to Philadelphia.
Yep. Sure.
And a team that just got Joel Embiid back, who could barely move after his he had an appendix thing.
But you look, though, at the entirety of what he's done over the last few years, and I would understand if he's like, look, it's a business. Anybody can be moved. But why do you seem so dead set on moving me?
I think it's just money. It's just like, it's not personal. It really is. I really think it's just money. They have 2 guys making like $60 million. Yeah. They're due for contract extensions where they could make $70 million.
Wow.
It's just too much money in the cans of too few, 2 players.
And 2 players
you got to diversify.
Similar.
Yeah. You got to diversify the roster.
Okay, I want to ask you about one other name.
Mm-hmm.
Kawhi Leonard.
Yeah.
Do you think they trade him? Is it Toronto?
I would say it's looking like they're having serious conversations. Look, I think they want to do right by Kawhi. They really value him.
It sounds like he really wants to go to Toronto.
Well, I think he would rather stay in LA, but today's his birthday. He's turning 35 today.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
If they're not willing to talk about an extension, he's in the last year of his contract. He's making $50 million. If they're not willing to give him more money, and another team is, and another team who was in the playoffs last year, who's on an upward trajectory, they got a star in Scotty Barnes. He's very comfortable there. That's our old friend Alex McKechnie up there, who's the performance director.
Alex McKechnie, what a great guy.
They are very much feeling like I think that it would take a lot to get him from the Clippers. They don't have to trade him. I certainly don't think he's asked for a trade. I think it's just they have to listen to people calling. And if Toronto's making a strong offer with lots of draft capital, with a couple good young players, then they got to listen.
You also mentioned, too, the extension, Momo.
Yeah, that's kind of all of it.
Well, they just showed recently with the James Harden thing, if there's an extension coming up and we're not comfortable paying it, we'd rather get ahead of it.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yep. Is this like your favorite time of year?
Oh, I don't know. I like the playoffs better.
You like?
I like watching the actual games.
The playoffs are fantastic, but this is like so interesting watching the puzzle
it is the machinations,
pieces come
but I like
together.
the actual basketball games. I like covering the Knicks and the Spurs.
Are you doing the thing where things explode out of the set like they used to on
I
NBA
hope not.
today?
That scared me. It's really loud.
Yeah, they had like these.
Rachel Nichols used to get so into it, and I was like,
it was scary.
Yeah, it was. I got to go back over there, and I'm walking in my boots, so I got to leave time to hobble.
Momo.
Okay.
See you, Momo.
Right.
Good luck with the ankle. Stop in tomorrow, okay? All right, there's Ramona Shelburne. Good information. If I say right now, where's LeBron next year, what's your answer?
Golden State.
BC, if I ask you where's LeBron next year, what do you say?
Golden State.
I think he's going to Golden State.
We feel, obviously, it's never too far down the road.
No.
This is all just speculation. LeBron could call Rob Pelinka today
and say, all right, all that stuff I was talking, never mind.
Yeah, here's my number. Rob could find it reasonable, whatever. It just feels like it's signaling he wants to be somewhere else.
Yeah, all of the machinations indicate that if he can get somewhere else, he'd rather be somewhere else. And I think the Lakers should take that message.
Look, again, the closer we get to free agency, much less in it, and the Lakers and LeBron don't have a number, I think that favors him leaving. And also, if he doesn't want to be here,
right?
LeBron is, I think, the type of personality and presence. If he doesn't want to be here, let him go. Like, really, just let him go.
Yeah. Just in free agent guard, Landry Shamet is signing a new 4-year, $24 million deal to return to the Knicks.
That is a great deal for Landry Shamet.
4 years, 24. Yeah.
Also, the Thunder are picking up forward Lou Dort's $17.7 million team option for the 26-7 season.
Doesn't mean he can't. No. Doesn't mean he can't.
They could have.
Doesn't mean he can't be traded.
Oh, yeah.
Doesn't mean he
could be traded.
They're just picking up his option, so they have the rights to him. They can trade for him.
Doesn't mean he can't be traded.
What he would be. I mean, to me, if you can't keep Marcus Smart, actually get Lou Dort no matter what.
You need them both.
Yeah, you need Lou Dort. Is deeply committed to defense.
Dare I say, Steve, this team could use more than 1 point of attack defender.
It's absolutely true. I originally said it's either Marcus Smart or Lou
I remember.
Dort. No, it's both.
Ireland said that to me, and I was like, John, think this through.
Yeah.
Does this team have enough defenders? Could they use maybe one more? He's
One
like,
more.
One more.
All right, coming up next, going to do some fast track. We'll mix it up a little bit. Mason and Ireland. Andy's in for John, 710 ESPN.
DeMarco and Travis have taken over Afternoon Drive.
Hydration.
Gotta hydrate yourself. Look at DeAndre with his whole bottle.
Best hydrator at this station, DeAndre Hall.
For sure.
Weekdays starting at 3 p.m.
There's a bunch of people here that always carry like the water jug.
Well, who's the number one hydrator if it's not DeAndre?
Honestly, I think it's Funchy.
Hell no.
Wow.
I think it's fun.
I don't think I have ever heard DeAndre more offended by anything.
Ooh, the hood came out in you. Oh, my God. Hell no. Man, talking about the same Michael punches if you go into 7-Eleven. No.
Hey,
and have sushi.
Michael,
and tuna sandwiches.
listen, just because he eats like a trash can doesn't mean he don't hydrate.
She might be right.
Afternoons with DeMarco and Travis starting at 3 p.m. on 710 ESPN. The all-new ESPN LA app. And live on YouTube.
Call Jacob.
Hey, it's Mace.
And I'm Ireland.
You already know how to count. You already know who to call. Simple counting pattern that lands on Jacob every time. 800-345-6789.
So basically, if you can count to 9, you can count on Jacob. 800-345-6789.
Accident or injury, call Jacob and Ronnie. Call Jacob 1-800-345-6789. Call Jacob.
Summer of soccer is here, and there's no better place to watch than Rockin' Brews. Catch every match on massive LED screens with surround sound, drink specials, and game day favorites like our new El Clasico burger. Whether you're backing Team USA or cheering on your home country, grab your crew, raise a glass, and catch every match at Rockin' Brews, serving those who rock. Visit rockinbrews.com for your nearest location.
Hey, it's DFAR. Listen to my show all this week for your chance to win VIP tickets to the second annual Whiskey and Wings Festival at Pechanga Resort Casino on Saturday, July 11th. Just listen to my show from 3 to 6 for the Whiskey and Wings Sounder, and when you hear it, be caller number 7. That's it. Answer the question about what happened earlier on the show correctly, and you win. The Whiskey and Wings Festival giveaway on the DeMarco and Travis Afternoon Show from Pechanga Resort Casino and ESPN LA.
Hey, it's Mace, and the next best thing to being at the 2026 FIFA World Cup is watching it at Cosm. Experience every match inside the massive 87-foot LED dome in shared reality. You will feel like you're right there on the pitch with the world's biggest stars. Plus, catch all the action in the Cosm Hall with great food and drinks. FIFA World Cup tickets will not last, so book right now at cosm.com/FIFA. I will see all you guys for the World Cup at Cosm.
We all hear the radio ads about the IRS. They tell you to be afraid, to be scared, and they try to frighten you into calling. I'm not here to do that. Tax Relief Advocates is different. TRA is here to tell you that if you owe money to the IRS, whether it's $5,000, $50,000, or $500,000, we have a solution. It doesn't matter if you're sitting in your car, at work, or with your kids. No matter where you are, call now. 800-575-6759. Don't lose hope. TRA can eliminate or reduce what you owe to the IRS. Generous programs are now available that can give you a fresh start. Our passion is taxes and helping individuals fix their IRS problems. We have over 1,000 5-star reviews on Google and an A+ with the Better Business Bureau. You don't need to be afraid of the IRS any longer. End your tax nightmare today by visiting us online at TRA.com or call 800-575-6759. That's 800-575-6759. Tax Relief Advocates. Real solutions for real people.
Hi, this is Sean McVay of your LA Rams. The Rams play here. KSPN, Los Angeles.
710 ESPN.
A good karma brands radio station.
And it is 2 p.m. in the Southland on the biggest show on the radio, Mason in Ireland.
And it is time for Fast Track.
Fast Track.
The return of Fast Track, driven by our friends at Cerritos Auto Square. Why do more people buy their car at Cerritos Auto Square than from any other location in Southern California? Easy. With 24 dealerships side by side, car shoppers can find the right car at the right price at the right location. Cerritos Auto Square. Learn more at CerritosAutoSquare.com.
Time for Fast Track.
Down low is 350 cube, 3 1/4 horsepower, 4-speed, 410 gears, 10 coats of competition orange, hand rubbed lacquer with a blue plain manifold, full race cams.
Fast Track on Mason in Ireland.
Time for Fast Track. Take it away, Mace.
All right, here we go. Time for Fast Track. Zoom, man.
I don't know if I still know how to do fast tracks. I've been gone for so long.
It's been a while, yeah.
I'm going to have some stories about the wedding I went to. So
awesome.
The first one is I told a little bit of it in before the growl. But my friend was getting married in Jackson Hole, Wyoming last weekend, I guess like 3 days ago. And the whole week leading up to it, the forecast was saying that Friday and Saturday was going to be straight thunderstorms all day. And it's an outdoor wedding. Both the ceremony and the reception are both going to be outdoors, like steps away from each other. And so it would be a really bad idea if it was going to storm the whole time. So my friend was, understandably a little stressed out about that and trying to find the solutions.
Right.
And so I offered a solution. I hired a witch from Etsy
of course.
to bless the wedding or to do a spell over the wedding to make sure and ensure that there was good weather.
Okay, so let me just clarify here. So Etsy is the website where you buy like arts and crafts.
Yes, you can buy arts and crafts, handmade goods, and witches.
Yes. And you basically are buying a spell?
Yes. So there are different spells that you can do. It's like good luck for the marriage. There is weather spells. It doesn't have to be a wedding, but the wedding one was a little more upcharged because, of course, it was.
Yep.
It was $15 instead of $10. And what you had to do was
fancy spell.
It's a bit like the person's name, the groom and the bride, the venue of the wedding, the area of the wedding, things like that, so she could kind of focus her energy.
Right.
And so I got a notification that it shipped, and when it shipped, it was just a picture of the altar that she had erected for my friend, and it had like a little picture of their wedding venue, and it had like sprigs of herbs or whatever around it. Candles were lit,
herbs,
things like
candles,
that. So
yeah.
I was not
obviously affects the weather in Jackson.
I was not sold, and also shout out to this witch who was in Alabama.
Shouts out to the witch.
And turns out, right when she was about to walk in the aisle, that's when the skies parted. It was a beautiful day, and the wedding went off without a hitch.
That's fantastic.
I think, though, Etsy Witch works. Shout out to Rowan. You're the best. And then I have one other thing, too, about this wedding.
Okay.
So my friend, it was a gorgeous wedding, and she's very creative. She's also very hands-on, and so she wanted to be a big part of, like, doing a lot of DIY stuff for her wedding.
Okay.
So she loves flowers, so she bought all the flowers and was doing her own floral arrangements. She kind of, like, wanted to have, like, a piece of doing it.
Yep.
Like, she could have hired somebody to do it. Obviously, it would have been more expensive, but she wanted to kind of, like, feel a part of the wedding. And so I helped her cutting the flowers and making these floral arrangements as the maid of honor. And it was actually really cool to go to the wedding and see the work that you did put out there and be part of it. So is there anything that you guys, could pay somebody to do? Obviously, it would be more expensive. That you choose to do yourself because either you want the pride of doing it yourself or you don't want to pay somebody to do it?
Easy for me. It's my backyard and all the plants, the garden stuff. I'm in charge of the the plumeria, which is blooming right now, and all the stuff around there. So that would be and you could have a landscaper come in and do the whole thing, but I enjoy doing it.
For me, it's cooking.
Cooking, that's right.
Could go to restaurants more often. I genuinely enjoy cooking. Beyond the economics of when you go to a restaurant every day, it starts to add up. I really like to cook. I enjoy cooking for the house.
Yeah.
I'll say one more thing, too. I did do the speech. I got a lot of good jobs and many cries, so that's what I wanted. And her dad, speech of the night. He was a former airline pilot.
Oh, yeah?
He had an 8-page speech.
Did he really?
But he, commanded the room. He, walked around the entire tent, hit different areas, had a lot of good jokes. And he ended it all with, a very pilot thing of, you may expect turbulence in your life. You fasten your seatbelts. But all that stuff is very good.
Very
so shout
nice.
out Bruce Windham.
By the way, in terms of DIY, Ireland does not believe this. But in my family, in all the weddings I have ever gone to that are my family, there has never been a caterer. Every family wedding, my grandmother's, my mom, my aunt, they would all do the cooking. And so we never had a caterer.
From the way you've described your family, I find that 100% believable.
Okay, if you were in some world to get married, would you cook everything yourself or have your mom cook everything?
No, I would not. I would not. If I were to ever go through that, I think we would try a caterer. My mom is 84 years old now. She is not cooking.
There's actually a really cool restaurant in New York where they kind of have a rotating grandma.
Oh, yeah?
Come and cook different
that's
food,
nice.
different ethnicities of grandmothers come and do. So you might have a Korean grandma or a Mexican grandma come in. It's a really cool restaurant if you ever had a chance.
The summer of soccer is here. Germany and Paraguay already underway. It is tied 0-0. Would I say that? 0-0?
Yes.
That's correct. Okay, there you go. You could be watching it at Rockin' Brews. Rockin' Brews is your headquarters for every match. Catch all the action on massive LED screens and game day food and drink specials and an unbeatable atmosphere. Bring your crew and cheer on your favorite team at Rockin' Brews. Visit rockinbrews.com for your nearest location. BC, what do you got?
Fast track. All right, well, speaking of weddings, kind of changed mine here. It's wedding season, so I'm going to be off the rest of the week. I'm going to be officiating a wedding come Thursday.
Excellent.
One of my best friends.
Do you have it all written out?
I just did that last night.
Yeah.
So, the last couple days I've been, first of all, it came to the thing is, couple weeks ago, they told me, we have everything for you. We have the script. You don't have to do anything.
Really?
A couple days ago, it was like, hey, scratch that. We actually need you to write something. You have to come up with it. So I did it all this weekend. Probably will finish it tonight. But after reading through it a few times, I got a question. Is it okay to start with a joke or a funny story, or is this too serious of an event? Kind of leave it up to the couple, or just stay away from jokes during the actual ceremony?
I'm assuming because you are officiating this, you know this couple well.
Yeah, it was my best friend, roommate from college, and they know what they're getting, picking me.
Right. I would open it however you want, because I guarantee whatever you're going to do, they're expecting it. And that's what they want. They want the BC experience.
Yeah.
Okay, what about the bride, though?
Yeah.
The thing is
good point.
Do not make fun of the bride.
No.
If you're going to make fun of anybody, make fun of the groom.
Yeah. I got to be honest. Weddings, you got to stay in the middle of the fairway, man. This is not a time to vary too much.
Right.
The bride wants it a certain way. I was at a wedding once where the bride, they were really good friends of mine. They're getting married and they're at the altar, and they come to that point where they say, will you take this man to be your blah, blah, blah. And the woman that was at the ceremony yelled, if you don't, I will.
Oh, my.
And I'm like,
Yikes.
oh, my God.
No thanks.
You are so done. They never spoke again.
Okay, from just being in a room with the bride and being the maid of honor, when you're doing something, maid of honor speech should always be very flowery and very complimentary of the woman. The best man speech is almost always poking fun a lot at the man, because I think that generally, gender-wise, they respect that more. I think if I was made fun of at my wedding, I would kick that person out of my wedding. But I think for you, just give me a steady hand. I think you just gotta be very calm, know where to go, calm them down, because they might be shaking or crying or all that stuff.
But that humor can be disarming. I want to make it clear.
Yeah,
I'm not proposing you do a tight 10 minutes set.
Don't
you make it
don't do it like Andy does at the Mandy Award,
dude. My Mandy speech is the roast.
It was like
kill.
It was
They are
like
great. I love
roast. It was like roast of Arabia. It just went on and
Well,
on and
part
on.
of it is because I was holding for laughs.
That's true. That's true. Brian, I would say play it really straight.
I feel that.
I would not try any jokes.
Sweet, and maybe like
good-hearted.
If there's a chuckle, it's not the end of the world. But
Right.
like I think generally, nice and straight.
By the way, I said we referenced him earlier. Lindsay Theory, who covers the NFL for ESPN. You know who officiated her wedding? Bill Platsky.
Wow.
Because they had worked together, and
Yeah.
Bill did a fantastic job and did exactly what you should do. You should go back, get the videotape of that.
I'll dig that
That's
up.
Why don't you
exactly
just
what
text
you need.
Bill? Also, by the way, Paraguay just scores. They're
Oh!
1-0 over
Ooh.
Germany in 40
Germany in your
minutes.
pool.
I do have Germany. Game's not over. Game's not over.
No,
The
it's
second
not
half
It's not over.
This would be an upset.
would indeed be a very big upset if Paraguay takes out Germany.
Yeah. One thing I wanted to mention here. We've obviously, the main course is Lakers and NBA free agency. But is there anybody out there who runs in the passport department at the federal building in Westwood? Because I ordered new passport. And they now tell me it is like in Hot Springs, Arkansas at the post office, and nobody can find this. It is my one and only new passport. Now, I'm supposed to be going to Europe later on this month, and I don't have a passport. And I called today, and they said, well, maybe next week. I'm like, you've got to give me another passport.
Okay, when did you submit to get a new passport?
Weeks and weeks ago.
Okay.
The passport was done. It's completed. It is in an envelope at the Hot Springs, Arkansas post office, and nobody can find it.
You don't know this, but I have some history and beef with the Hot Springs, Arkansas airport.
Do you really?
I do.
Of course you do.
Do you want me to tell you about it?
Is on your list?
A little bit. I worked at a summer camp in Arkansas.
Okay.
And so at the summer camp, we have no cell service. So I was writing notes to my friends. I had heard that you could send a banana in the mail. And all you had to do is like write the address on the outside of it. And you could send it in the mail and it would get delivered to someone.
No way.
Well, I'd heard that it had happened. So that's what I decided to do with my off day. I decided to do a little prank on my friend Charlotte.
Yep.
And send her a banana in the mail.
Okay.
And so instead of receiving a banana in the mail, what she received from the Hot Springs, Arkansas post office was a note that said, somebody, we don't know who, decided to try to send you a banana. It arrived to us melted and rotten. And so instead, we are just sending you this. Basically, that was the thing of it.
Yeah.
And they got sent to it. And so my beef is, why did you let my banana melt? Hot Springs, Arkansas.
I think it's actually kind of a lunatic move to put a stamp on a banana and an address and to drop. Did you drop it in the mailbox?
I did. Had a lot of postage on it.
Yeah, I believe that's on you, not on them. All right, more Fast Track coming up next for you. Mason and Ireland, 710 ESPN.
It is Fast Track on Mason and Ireland on 710 ESPN, the all-new ESPN LA app, and always on YouTube at ESPN Los Angeles, driven by Cerritos Auto Square.
And it is time for Fast Track.
Fast Track.
Why do more people buy their car at Cerritos Auto Square than from any other location in Southern California? Easy. With 24 dealerships side by side, car shoppers can find the right car at the right price at the right location. Cerritos Auto Square. Learn more at CerritosAutoSquare.com.
Time for Fast Track.
More Fast Track next.
America's turning 250 years old, so we're celebrating 2 weekends at Morongo. Now your top reasons to visit Morongo.
Drive-in movie night at Oasis Pool. Movies, popcorn, and a lazy river.
Number 2.
Stop by for a free commemorative Independence Day cap. Pick it up at Morongo Rewards, the fort.
And the number 1 reason.
$250,000 cash giveaway. Earn entries playing your favorite games now. Be here July 3rd to win.
Morongo, good times.
Hey guys, if you're heading into summer without a medical emergency kit, you're taking a risk most people don't think about until it's too late. Summer colds linger and can turn into sinus infections that could last for weeks. Getting sick right before vacation can derail everything. And when you're traveling, finding a doctor and a pharmacy can be really stressful. That's why I ordered a medical emergency kit. It's like having an urgent care and a pharmacy right at home. It includes essential prescriptions like amoxicillin and generic Z-Packs to treat wide ranges of common and serious illnesses. So if you wake up sick, at home or on the road, you already have what you need. No waiting for your doctor, no hours at urgent care, no pharmacy lines, no copays. You just match your symptoms to the right prescription in your guidebook, or you call the telemedicine doctor standing by. Start on your bed sooner and feel better faster. Every home needs at least one medical emergency kit. Order yours online in minutes, and it's shipped to your door. Save $45 with our promo code 710 at urgentcarekit.com/710. Promo code is 710 at urgentcarekit.com/710.
That's the ease at which you get information. You want it, you get it. Like that. Ask your phone. Group chat. Smartphone. You're always connected and informed in real time. No waiting. So if you're diabetic and still using finger sticks to read your blood sugar, what are you waiting for? Knowing your blood sugar levels instantly is important for managing diabetes. Call US Med at 888-665-0696. To learn more about continuous glucose monitors, a real-time instant method to track your blood glucose, US Med is an approved provider for Medicare and over 1,000 private insurers. And the best part? Call 888-665-0696 and we'll give you a free insurance benefits check today. So call 888-665-0696 today. That's 888-665-0696 and manage your diabetes as easy as...
Hey, it's DFAR. Listen to my show all this week for your chance to win VIP tickets to the second annual Whiskey and Wings Festival at Pechanga Resort Casino on Saturday, July 11th. Just listen to my show from 3 to 6 for the Whiskey and Wings Sounder, and when you hear it, be caller number 7. That's it. Answer the question about what happened earlier on the show correctly, and you win. The Whiskey and Wings Festival giveaway on the DeMarco and Travis Afternoon Show from Pechanga Resort Casino and ESPN LA.
Fast Track.
And it is Fast Track on 710 ESPN. Mason and Ireland on the all-new ESPN LA app, 7:10 a.m. and always on YouTube at ESPN Los Angeles. Fast Track now back in the 2 p.m. hour on Mason and Ireland, driven by Cerritos Auto Square. Why do more people buy their car at Cerritos Auto Square than from any other location in Southern California? Easy. With 24 dealerships side by side, car shoppers can find the right car at the right price at the right location. Cerritos Auto Square. Learn more at CerritosAutoSquare.com. Once again, back to Fast Track and back to Mason and Ireland on 710.
All right, Em, we were just having a conversation there. Vroom, vroom, Em.
Well, we're having a conversation yet again now.
Exactly.
So one thing that me and you have in common, Mason, is that we both love Noah Kahan.
Noah Kahan, awesome.
If you haven't heard of Noah Kahan, he's a folk singer. He selling out stadiums right now. He's going to play at the Rose Bowl at the end of the summer.
Yeah.
He has a song called Stick Season. Anyway, so over the weekend, there was a video that went viral where a fan across the aisle from this person videoed the ground at the pit of the Noah Kahan concert.
So like the pit right up by the stage.
Yeah, you know how when they put it on the grass, it's like a temporary surface.
Yes.
So on this temporary surface, there appears to be human feces.
Oh no.
That has been spread a little bit.
Yikes.
So clearly somebody had an accident at their big age, and then it was on the ground. So Noah is online, permanently online, chronically, and he saw this video and then decided to address it at his following concert. So this is Noah Kahan having a little conversation with his audience.
Okay. I solemnly swear. I will not my pants. And if I do, I won't take it from my pants and put it on the floor. Okay, thank you. I'll have a call. Hang on. The National Center for IBS, Colitis, and Diarrhea. It's actually 1 in 4 adults suffers from IBS. I'm so sorry. All you want.
All right. What's funny, too, is Noah has done that act before while on stage performing at Charlottesville, Virginia. I know because I have friends there, and he has talked about it. So he is someone that suffers from this condition.
Okay.
Okay. So put yourself in the shoes of an audience goer of Noah Kahan.
Yeah.
Your friend that you're with is the person that did this.
Okay.
The person you're +1 to this concert, you're +2 to this concert.
Is in distress.
Is the one that had this accident.
On the verge of pooping their pants.
Or did.
Okay, or did.
What is your next move? Do you stay and watch the concert? Do you go help your friend? What's the next move for you?
Well, I think I just send my friend away and enjoy the rest of the concert.
I mean, look, is my friend an 8-year-old? I feel like my friend should be able to handle this on their own.
Yeah, I mean, wear a diaper to the Noah Khan concert if you can't hold it. I mean, have you ever been anywhere where you had to take a dump in your pants? I mean, I don't think that exists. This was
It does exist clearly for some people.
But this was a crazy person.
Well, I also wonder if maybe this person was just loaded, like
didn't know it came out.
absolutely hammered.
Yeah.
And had no control or no care.
Yeah, no control.
Drink responsibly at the Noah Khan concert and at
Please.
the Rose Bowl. We don't want to have a repeat of wherever this happens.
By the way, are you going to the Rose Bowl to see him?
I haven't gotten tickets yet. Maybe I'll see if I can.
By the way, he's a solo act. I don't understand why he's playing the Rose Bowl. I mean, he can fill the Rose Bowl.
Yeah,
but,
dude, it's going to be great. It's going to be amazing.
Hey, it's free agency week in the NBA. That means DeAndre Hawkins is back with the Lakers Talk Daily. Watch DeAndre break down all the Lakers signings live on YouTube, 11 a.m. Wednesday. Lakers Talk Daily, where true ball knowers live. BC, what's going on?
Fast track.
Netflix has this year's coverage of the Field of Dreams game for MLB, where they, replicate the Field of Dreams, play a Major League game there.
Yep.
Came out today that they're efforting to get Kevin Costner in on the coverage of it, the broadcast coverage of it.
Cool.
I think that's pretty cool. Initially, I'm like, oh, maybe I would tune in. The game is between the Twins and Phillies, so not a, major call here.
Right.
What would get you to, actually watch this game? Is it them bringing back some of the cast, Kevin Costner, or do you need the better teams, or is this something that, it's just kind of gimmicky? I missed me.
I'm going to be honest and say I'm very unlikely to watch this. I think the idea of Costner would actually make it interesting. I'm trying to think, is there anybody else surviving from that? Kevin Costner, James Earl Jones is gone.
Ray Liotta's no longer with us.
Burt Lancaster's gone.
Burt Lancaster's gone. It's really just...
How much do you think this is worth to Netflix?
I wonder what they paid for it.
Well, the reason I'm asking, too, is like maybe there can be some tit for tat. Remember that Horizon American Saga thing, that Western series that Costner was doing out of his own pocket?
Yep.
Maybe
part 2 has not gone out yet.
Right. Yeah. Maybe he says, I'll do this thing. I want some financing for part 3. Like some horse trading going on.
Well, part 2 hasn't come out yet, right?
Yeah, release part 2 on your platform.
Yeah, something like that.
He made a part 2 and nobody wants it.
That's correct.
You can get it at kevincostner.com.
I don't even know if you can yet.
Yeah, but this becomes the thing. You release my movie.
Kevin Costner.
That's true. He could release it on Netflix.
Right, and I will do your Field of Dreams thing.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I don't think that's valuable enough.
Anybody know what they paid for that? Because they bought that. They bought the Home Run Derby.
It seems like they're buying one-offs.
Yeah.
They're trying to show that they... Basically, I feel like what they're trying to do is they're going to buy certain eventized things for the MLB, to then present to the MLB when their media rights deals up again, say, hey, we did really well with these. Could we get a package of games? Or realizing whether or not it's financially viable for them.
Right.
So it's like, I think this is all a trial balloon, and if it works, because that's what they did with the NFL to start out with. They did like Christmas, and they did a couple games.
And don't they have our game the eve of Thanksgiving?
Yes. So they're building out more so that when
Who are the Rams
media...
playing on the eve of Thanksgiving?
Packers, I believe.
Oh, what a game!
I think it might either be the Packers or one of the Seahawks games. I don't have the schedule memorized yet. I'll do that in August.
I will also memorize the schedule so that we're completely memorized. So I wanted to play something. This is because I want to compare superstars. Okay, so LeBron James is probably drifting away from the Lakers right now, but there's all kinds of smoke and there's all kinds of
post
drama.
on Instagram stories.
He's posting on Instagram.
At the very
that
least,
he's in
he wants to
his
signal
hometown.
the threat that he's drifting away.
Correct.
If nothing else, he wants to make the Lakers think this is a real possibility.
Okay, I want to show the alternative to that. Here is Matthew Stafford, MVP of the NFL, talking with Chris Long about his future.
Have you ever talked to like Brady about this very thing, like playing into your 40s possibly? Because right now it looks like you play well into your 40s.
Yeah, I've talked to him a little bit. I've talked to Drew Brees a little bit about it as well. I don't know. I don't. It is year to year because I think it's fair to the team. I think it's fair to me, my family. Like, I don't want to sit there and say, okay, 24 months from now, I got to be ready to play another football season. I'm like, whew, that just seems like a lot. I know that I'm ready to play this year, and hopefully I feel great at the end of next year, and I'm ready to play another one after that, and then maybe we just kind of keep going like that. But committing to more than that feels a little bit daunting, and I think a little bit unfair to the team and myself. So the last thing I want to do is sign some 5-year extension, and after 1 year be like, oh man, I'm ready to retire. I want to spend time with my family, and they're sitting there with 4 years on the books, and had a bunch of planning done that I was going to be around, and I don't want to play football not all the way in it too.
So that's what commitment sounds like. He's committed to playing this year. He's committed to this contract, this 2-year contract that he signed. He's committed to the Rams, to the organization, and he doesn't want to stick them with a big number after he retires. That's what a guy who's committed looks like, compared to a guy that's shopping himself around, may or may not be here. And
wants the Lakers to spend more money than they have to prove their loyalty to him.
Yep.
Yeah, I think one of the differences is Matthew Stafford and the Rams seem to have a much better relationship than LeBron and the Lakers.
No question.
Like the last probably 4 or 5 years, really ever since the Russell Westbrook trade.
Yep.
The relationship between LeBron and the Lakers has been frosty. Obviously, I mean, we've seen before, Matthew Stafford has leveraged the threat, soft leverage the idea of leaving or retirement or whatever. But for the most part, his leverage seems to be, I'm good. I know I'm good. I know you guys like me. Let's work this out. The other piece of this, too, Matthew Stafford is not as interested in the constant attention as LeBron.
That is true.
Like Matthew Stafford.
He's not out there trolling everybody.
Well, he's not as interested in being talked about as LeBron is.
Yep. Yeah, I don't know. Why do you like that? I guess if people are talking about you, it's a good thing. I want to mention a couple of things. The Clippers have picked up the option on Brook Lopez. The Clippers have declined the team options on Bogdan Bogdanović and Nicholas Batum.
And the John Morant deal, too, if we haven't readdressed that, too.
And John Morant has been traded to Portland.
The Trailblazers.
Where they are loaded with guards. Julian Champagny, who's a really nice player, was on this, basically signed him off the street 3 years ago, is re-signed with the Spurs, 3 years, $45 million. Landry Shamet, we mentioned, re-signed with the Knicks.
Here's one I find interesting. Yusuf Nurkic is signing a 2-year deal with the Jazz.
Yeah.
They've got a lot of front court there now. Between Yusuf Nurkic now, Jaren Jackson Jr., Lauri Markkanen, Kyle Filipowski. I'm not saying this means that Walker Kessler is out or Utah won't keep him.
Yep.
I'm just saying it's a lot of front court. It feels like something, whether it's Walker Kessler, whether it's Lauri Markkanen, like something needs to get moved around.
Yeah, they basically have now 4 7-footers.
Well, maybe that means that one of them might make it here to LA. What do you think about that?
I think I'll tell you on the other side. That's interesting, though. The Nurkic signing could be huge for the Lakers. We'll get into that coming up next. In the meantime, my friend and a huge Lakers fan who I'm sure is listening right now for all of the Lakers speculation, and trust me, he's following every Ramona tweet. He's following every Shams tweet. He knows what's going on and is keeping track. And he brings that same intensity, more intensity, to what he does every day, which is to help people who have been injured in any kind of accident. And sometimes you get hurt because wherever you're at, a property is not reasonably safe. Maybe a store, an apartment building, a restaurant, somewhere like that. If you're hurt, you want Jacob. If you're involved in a car accident, you want Jacob. Motorcycle accident, Uber, Lyft accident. His team will review what happened, explain how you may qualify, and help you understand your options. The consultation is absolutely free. The case review has no obligation, and there is no fee unless he wins. Jacob is the guy. I've used him myself at a critical moment after an accident. You can trust him, believe me. 800-345-6789. That's 800-345-6789, or go to calljacob.com. Mason and Ireland, 710 ESPN.
It's time for your Valvoline Instant Oil Change Summer of Soccer update. Here's Mario Ruiz.
History was made for Canada at the 2026 FIFA World Cup. The Canadians are through to the round of 16 for the very first time after a hard-fought 1-0 victory over South Africa yesterday in Inglewood. LAFC midfielder Stefan Eustáquio led the way with a late game-winning goal as Canada continues its dream run. Now the attention shifts to the other two host nations. Mexico returns to the legendary Estadio Azteca tomorrow night at 6 p.m. for a blockbuster round of 32 showdown against Ecuador. And on Wednesday, it's the United States' turn. The U.S. men's national team faces Bosnia and Herzegovina at 5 p.m. in Santa Clara, California, looking to build on an impressive group stage campaign and book its place in the round of 16.
And that's your Valvoline Instant Oil Change Summer of Soccer update. Valvoline Instant Oil Change, home of the 15-minute drive-through oil change. From kickoff to the final whistle, performance matters. Keep your vehicle running strong. Visit SoCalOilChange.com for a special offer and locations near you.
Not sure what to do this week? The answer is always COSM. Here's your COSM calendar for the week of June 29th. The 2026 FIFA World Cup is still what everyone is talking about, and there is no better place to enjoy all the action on the pitch than at COSM. Dome and Hall tickets are available, but don't wait. Visit COSM.com now before all World Cup tickets are gone. If you've never been in the COSM Dome, this is your chance to see history happen live on a gigantic 87-foot wraparound LED display that drops you right in the middle of every quarter kick, tackle, and goal. And while you're reserving tickets to see these landmark soccer events, don't forget to lock in your tickets to Harry Potter's first Quidditch match in everyone's legendary favorite, Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone. And it's even better in virtual reality. The COSM Hall is the ultimate sports bar to watch all the games on massive LED displays, and the COSM deck is amazing on a warm summer's night while sipping your favorite cocktail or ice-cold beer. All the fun and all the excitement for sports and entertainment is at COSM. Don't be left out. Visit COSM.com and lock in your next trip to COSM today. That's your COSM calendar.
In a world parched for excitement, one drink will emerge. Twisted Tea, the refreshing thrill ride of flavor. Recreating its classic role as the hard iced tea that goes down smooth. Twisted Tea doesn't just taste like real iced tea, it's made with real brewed tea and a 5% kick of alcohol. Taste the adventure with Twisted Tea Hard Iced Tea. Keep it twisted.
Twisted Tea Brewing Company, Cincinnati, Ohio. Please drink responsibly.
In my world, you're always sorting through information, trying to find what matters most fast. Well, if you're hiring, you can now review all these resumes and applications faster thanks to ZipRecruiter. ZipRecruiter has a new feature that instantly shows you the most interested, qualified candidates first. ZipRecruiter's matching technology finds qualified candidates quickly. And with ZipRecruiter's new feature, qualified candidates show up at the top of your list. Try it for free at ZipRecruiter.com/sports. Meet your match on ZipRecruiter.
And it is Mason in Ireland, your Monday afternoon. The biggest offseason in Lakers history is on. What will happen next? Well, Andy Kamenetsky sitting in for John Mace is here. Let's get back to it. On 7:10 a.m., the all-new ESPN LA app and on YouTube. Get in that YouTube chat, sucker. Mason in Ireland rolls on your Monday afternoon right now.
All right, it is NBA free agent frenzy going on right now. Tomorrow, officially, 3 p.m. our time, it all gets started. So tomorrow's Super Crosstalk with Travis and DeMarco will be wild. It'll be the wildest Super Crosstalk in history, M.
Yeah, you also want to know why I'm playing this?
No.
It is the song of the Orange Army for the Netherlands, and I'm obsessed with them. I'm obsessed with this song. I'm obsessed with them. This song is basically telling everybody, like, go left and go right, but they all do it with their arms locked, and it looks like a sea moving back and forth. I love the Netherlands coming to visit the United States.
Am I wrong to say that I think Netherlands flops more than any team I've seen? They're the ultimate flop. Like, I think they have flopping practice.
Are they the OKC of the World Cup?
They are. They are.
Think,
it's a team filled with Shea and Jets.
I think Ronaldo is the number one flopper in the world, probably. Then France is pretty bad at it. I mean, they're all pretty flop central. They've honestly done a good job in this World Cup of not calling all the flops.
Right.
They're much more. They let the guys play more than they do in like the different club leagues around the world.
See, I like that one penalty they have where they penalize you for simulating.
Mm-hmm.
Being knocked down.
That is a rule in the NBA. They just don't
enforce it. Exactly. All right, so we mentioned this. Free agent center Yusuf Nurkic is signing a 2-year, $22 million contract to return to the Utah Jazz. Now, they've got a number of bigs now. Lauri Markkanen, Triple J, Walker Kessler, and now
Kyle
Filipowski, and now Josef Nurkic. Now, the Lakers have long been linked to Walker Kessler. Does this signing potentially open the door to the Lakers signing or making a big offer to Walker Kessler?
I think it's possible. I mean, they at this point with Kessler and Nurkic and Filipowski, who you would think they want to keep developing and give him time, and Jaren Jackson Jr., who can be a 4, and I pictured him with Kessler, but he can play center.
Yep.
It's a lot of dudes at the same position. I had always thought that Utah was going to keep Kessler just because they've had so many opportunities up till now to move him.
Yeah.
That being said, they might be looking for some type of sign and trade as opposed to letting him walk away clean.
But the problem is we don't got good stuff.
Is 2 picks and Dalton Connect good enough?
Yeah.
What about Rui?
How far is Zach at me?
Rui is, well, but the problem is Rui has to want to go to Utah.
Yeah, right. He's got to say, yeah,
Right.
I'm in on a sign and trade.
And look, Utah's going to be better.
Yep.
So maybe the idea of playing for a good team is appealing to Rui. But Rui gets a vote on a sign and trade. Like everyone needs to remember, because I hear all the time, like, I'll just sign and trade him to here. I was like, no, the player gets a vote on this.
Now, here's my question. If the Lakers find a way to run it back, so in other words, that's Kennard, that's Rui, that's Smart, to run it back and add Walker Kessler, is that a successful offseason?
I think that would be considered successful.
I think that
because
would be a
you're bringing
success.
in a high-level center.
Which is what Luka wanted.
And you're filling a big position of need. And you're also re-upping some of these guys on what we hope will be tradable contracts.
Yes.
So that gives you the ability to make some moves at the deadline. It'll be interesting to see whether or not Walker Kessler is a straight-up free agent signing or a sign and trade.
Right.
Because then you could be left without your firsts. And those firsts could be helpful in making future trades down the road.
Correct.
But, yeah, just getting Walker Kessler, while I don't think he's a slam dunk, he's never been in the playoffs.
Nope.
He's never even
He only played 5 games last year.
He's never played important games, period.
Yep.
He's a good player.
But he's young. He's on the Luka timeline.
He's on the Luka timeline. He is a great defensive force. He's a great rebounder. He can be a lob threat. Yeah, it would be a great sign.
Yeah. So the problem is with that, and Momo said this earlier, I think this is correct. July the 7th is the first date you can actually make an offer, right?
I'm not sure that's correct.
No?
I don't think so. I think that's when it can first become official.
No, it's true. July 7th is the first day restricted free agents can officially sign offer
but that's
sheets
not
with other teams.
I think they mean like sign them, like actually sign it. That feels like a long time. I'll
signing an offer sheet, which then for 48 hours dangles out there while the other team decides what to do.
Double check on that. I don't think that's correct, because otherwise it would make restricted free agency basically impossible to pursue other free agents.
Well, it's not real free agency anyway.
Sure. But I mean, like, there would never be a market for these guys because you would just be waiting around for one player. I could be wrong.
I'm getting a Walker Kessler sign and trade vibe.
Again, it adds to the leches, baby.
Yeah, that's
more
leches. If that's what you value, it's a home run.
We're building a team, ironically, that would really play well in Utah.
That is true. We're building a team that would be beloved there.
Yes.
All right, we are going to do Game of Games. And I have invented a game that I've never played before, never written a game like this before. It came to me when I was watching a bad movie. The game is called Never Have I Ever.
Oh, no one's ever played that before?
Nobody. Well, not this way.
Okay.
The sports Never Have I Never? No, this is new.
Also, I want to highlight the rest of the week for us because Andy needs to pay a little penance.
Yes, I do.
Okay, so today is Mace's game. I'm going to do the game tomorrow because Brian's out of town after today.
Okay.
But then Andy has both Wednesday and Thursday this week.
Oh,
because
wow. Well,
you can
I'm
explain.
making up for when at the HPC remote, you saved my ass because I forgot about my game of games.
Yes.
And last minute, you swooped in like a pro. You had a game ready to go.
Yep.
This has never happened to me before in all these years. I've never forgotten a game, but I felt like I owed it to the Mason and Ireland show to do a second game this week.
Excellent. By the way, this is why I was able to fill in so quickly. I have every game that I have ever written on one single spreadsheet.
Wow.
But like past games?
Past games.
So did we play a game?
We played a game that we had played maybe a year and a half before.
Well, I have like 3 games that have never been played ready to go at one time.
Okay, well, I've got a brand new one that I just invented. Coming up next, Never Have I Ever. That is coming up for you, Game of Games, Mason and Ireland, 710 ESPN.
Hey, it's DFAR. Listen to my show all this week for your chance to win VIP tickets to the 2nd annual Whiskey and Wings Festival at Pechanga Resort Casino on Saturday, July 11th. Just listen to my show from 3 to 6 for the Whiskey and Wings Sounder, and when you hear it, be caller number 7. That's it. Answer the question about what happened earlier on the show correctly, and you win. The Whiskey and Wings Festival giveaway on the DeMarco and Travis Afternoon Show from Pechanga Resort Casino in LA.
John Ireland here. You want a vodka that's championship caliber? Look for Blue Ice Vodka at Ralph's, America's largest potato vodka, double gold rated, just 64 calories an ounce. Classic, huckleberry, or double espresso. Blue Ice Vodka, vodka with standards.
This summer's biggest football watch party experience is happening at Mercado Gonzalez in Costa Mesa. Catch every Mexico and USA match live, surrounded by nonstop game day energy, passionate fans, drink specials, surprise giveaways, grab fire asada tacos, slow braised quesadilla, fresh ceviches, warm churros, and more while you cheer on your team with the entire Mercado. Mercado Gonzalez, your soccer fan paradise this summer. Join us every Mexico and USA match at Mercado Gonzalez in Costa Mesa, where every match tastes better.
Your friends at George Chevrolet want to wish you a safe and happy holiday this 4th of July. And there's no better way to celebrate than behind the wheel of a new Chevy. Happy Independence Day from George Chevrolet, proudly serving our community in the red, white, and blue.
We all hear the radio ads about the IRS. They tell you to be afraid, to be scared, and they try to frighten you into calling. I'm not here to do that. Tax Relief Advocates is different. TRA is here to tell you that if you owe money to the IRS, whether it's $5,000, $50,000, or $500,000, we have a solution. It doesn't matter if you're sitting in your car, at work, or with your kids. No matter where you are, call now. 800-575-6759. Don't lose hope. TRA can eliminate or reduce what you owe to the IRS. Generous programs are now available that can give you a fresh start. Our passion is taxes and helping individuals fix their IRS problems. We have over 1,000 5-star reviews on Google and an A+ with the Better Business Bureau. You don't need to be afraid of the IRS any longer. End your tax nightmare today by visiting us online at TRA.com or call 800-575-6759. That's 800-575-6759. Tax Relief Advocates. Real solutions for real people.
And it is time on Mason and Ireland for the final segment. The final segment of the show, always Game of Games time, presented by the one and only Jacob Emrani. Call Jacob. CallJacob.com. And yes, that new telephone number, 800-345-6789. 800-345-6789.
Hi, this is Jacob Emrani.
Game of Games made possible by the law offices of Jacob Emrani. Let's do it. Game of Games time on Mason and Ireland. Take it away, Mace.
All right, here we go. It is Game of Games time, and we welcome to the show the great DeMarco Farr.
Hello!
DeMarco, how are you, man?
I am good. USA!
Yeah,
Let's
that's
go.
right. All right, let me see. Here is the game. It's called Never Have They Ever. Never Have They Ever. I am going to, well, you know what? We'll just play it, and you will know exactly how it goes. Here we go. Let's start out with this. Never have I ever won NFL MVP. Never have I ever won NFL MVP. Is that Boomer Esiason, Lawrence Taylor, or Drew Brees? DeMarco, never has he ever won NFL MVP.
Oh, my God. Did LT get it?
Boomer, Lawrence Taylor, Drew Brees.
Boomer went to the Super Bowl, didn't he? I'll take Boomer.
Boomer. Andy.
I'm also taking Boomer.
Boomer. M.
Boomer.
Boomer. BC.
Boomer.
Yeah, you guys are all completely wrong.
I knew it.
Boomer was the MVP in 1989. Drew Brees never won NFL MVP.
I thought he got it one year.
Probably the Super Bowl MVP.
Yeah, that might be what I'm thinking.
Yeah. All right, so nobody's on the board. Everybody's live for Lucky Loser. Never have I ever won an Academy Award. Cary Grant, Robert Duvall, or Eddie Redmayne. Andy, never have I ever won an Academy Award.
Cary Grant.
Says Cary Grant. M.
Also Cary Grant.
Cary Grant. BC.
Grant.
Grant. And DeMarco.
Cary Grant.
You guys are all correct. He was nominated twice and never won. Duvall won in 84 for Tender Mercies, and Eddie Redmayne won for Theory of Everything. All right, so everybody's on the board.
Bing, bing.
Number 3. Never have they ever won World Series MVP. Ben Zobrist, Steve Garvey, or Derek Jeter. Never have they ever won World Series MVP, M.
What's the first person again?
Ben Zobrist.
I don't know. Let's go Jeter.
Going Jeter. BC.
Steve Garvey.
Steve Garvey. DeMarco.
Look me right here. Jeter.
Jeter. And Andy.
Zobrist?
The correct answer, Steve Garvey.
Oh,
never won World Series MVP.
Nice.
Zobrist won in 2016. Derek Jeter won in 2000. That puts Brian ahead. Everybody else with 1. Number 4. Never have they ever won NBA Coach of the Year. Never have they ever. Phil Jackson, Byron Scott, Eric Spoelstra. Never have they ever won NBA Coach of the Year. We start out with BC here.
Eric Spoelstra.
Eric Spoelstra. DeMarco.
Got to be Phil.
Phil. Andy.
I think it is Phil.
Phil. M.
Phil.
Correct answer. Phil won in 96.
Oh, really?
Eric Spoelstra has never won Coach of the Year.
Good game.
I seem to
BC running away with it.
Yeah, BC's up 3-1 on everybody. Number 5. Never have they ever led the NFL in touchdowns. Led the NFL in touchdowns. Randy Moss, Calvin Johnson, Alvin Kamara. Never have they ever led the NFL in touchdowns. DeMarco.
Gosh, dang it. Megatron. Calvin Johnson.
Yeah. Andy.
I'm also going to go Calvin Johnson.
Calvin Johnson. M.
I'm sorry, what's the third? Is it Calvin?
Alvin Kamara.
Let's go Alvin Kamara.
Alvin Kamara. And BC.
Randy Moss.
The correct answer, Calvin Johnson. Randy Moss had 23 in 2007. Alvin Kamara had 21 in the 2020 season. That puts everybody a notch closer. BC 3, Andy 2, DeMarco 2, and M. I'm sorry, you're trailing.
And
It's part
by
of
the
why
way,
Calvin Johnson's teams never got to the playoffs. and whatever.
Germany and Paraguay are tied at 1.
Okay, there you go. Paraguay and Germany tied at 1. Number 6. Never have they ever had a number 1 song on the Billboard chart. Green Day, Jimi Hendrix, Janis Joplin. Never have they ever had a number 1 song on the Billboard chart. DeMarco.
Oh, my God. Jimmy.
You say Jimmy?
I'll go Jimmy.
Jimmy. Andy.
I'm wrong. Jimmy.
I'm going Jimmy, too.
Jimmy. M.
Jimmy.
Jimmy. And BC.
Green Day.
BC.
Wow.
Yeah,
Ooh.
Green Day.
What was the song?
The song Boulevard of Broken Dreams peaked at number 2. They never got a number 1 song. Jimi Hendrix was number 1 with All Along the Watchtower in 1968. Janis Joplin number 1 with Me and Bobby McGee in 1971.
I did not think Hendrix ever charted.
We
that
weren't
high.
alive then.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, we should know.
It's kind of
That's no fair. He's
pre
Green
us.
Day.
All right, so I've got BC with 4, DeMarco, Andy with 2, and M, you're drifting out of the race here. You're going to have to go different from BC. Number 7. Never have I ever led the NBA in most three-pointers in a season. Never led the league in most three-pointers in a season. Is it Klay Thompson, Rick Barry, or Gary Payton? Again, never has he ever had the most three-pointers in a season. We start out with BC.
Klay Thompson.
Klay Thompson. DeMarco, you got to...
Give me the list again. I'm sorry.
Klay Thompson, Rick Barry, Gary Payton.
Gary Payton.
Gary Payton. Andy.
Made or attempted, does it say?
Led the NBA most three-pointers in a season made.
Rick Barry.
Rick Barry and M.
I'll go Rick Barry as well.
Rick Barry
You're right.
is the correct answer. He was kind of pre-3.
Because they
That's what I
didn't
thought.
have the 3.
Yeah. So BC 4, Andy 3, DeMarco 2, M 2. We've got 2 left, which means M and DeMarco have to go different.
We're
Andy,
not
you
gonna
don't
make the knockout
you don't have
stage.
to go different yet. Number 8. Never have they ever scored the most goals in an MLS season.
No idea.
Never have they ever scored the most goals in an MLS season. Is it Diego Rossi for LAFC, Zlatan Ibrahimovic,
Ibrahimovic.
Zlatan, Galaxy, or Landon Donovan with the Galaxy? Never have they ever led the league in most goals. BC, we start with you.
Zlatan.
Says
Zlatan.
Yeah,
Ibrahimovic.
Zlatan, yeah. Andy.
I'm also going Zlatan.
Zlatan. You've got to go different, DeMarco.
Landon Donovan.
I'm also going Donovan.
And the correct answer is Zlatan. Diego Rossi led the league in 2020 for LAFC. Landon Donovan in 2008 for the Galaxy. So M and DeMarco are out.
Peace. We're going
Andy,
home.
you need to go different from BC. Last one. Never have they ever won the Emmy for Best Drama Series.
Oh.
Is it A, Better Call Saul, B, Lost, C, 24? Never have they ever won the Emmy for Best Drama Series. We start with Brian.
Better Call Saul.
Says Better Call Saul. Andy?
Unfortunately, I believe Brian's correct.
And he
but-
is correct. Yes, he is correct. It's Better Call Saul, which is amazing. Actually, we'll do the tiebreaker just for fun because it's a good one. Better Call Saul, Lost, and 24. Those 3 shows. If you combine the total Emmy nominations for Better Call Saul, Lost, and 24, what is the total? Ooh. Total Emmy nominations, Better Call Saul, Lost, and 24.
Of any kind.
Of any kind, including all the technical stuff and writing, directing, all that. The 3 shows together. Does everybody have a number?
Yep.
No.
DeMarco?
25.
25. Andy?
77.
77. M?
88.
88. And BC?
42.
The correct answer, 170.
Yeah, I knew it was going to be high because there's a lot of directing, writing, etc.
Better Call Saul had 53 nominations and never won a single one.
Which is why our girl Ray Seahorn winning the Golden Globe was such a big deal. She should have gotten
For Better Call Saul.
Yeah, for Kim Wexler.
Yeah. Lost had 54 and 24 had 68 nominations in their run. So there you have it. There is your tiebreaker. Never have
I gave up on Lost.
I did too. After season 1, I thought season 1 was unbelievable.
Great. Yeah.
When that one guy, when you found out,
All
Not
of
to get
Lost,
too deep,
guys,
right.
all of Lost is great.
Is it really?
No,
You
no,
guys
it
are just weak.
it goes.
You guys are just weak.
It
No,
goes,
it's cool.
No, it
Yeah.
doesn't.
It goes totally
You guys
haywire.
are just going by the
They-
No,
popular
Emily,
No.
I was
They
new to
did-
binging.
They
Yeah.
did not plan their
Doesn't mean that it
5-season
isn't
arc.
good, Mason.
Ugh.
It was good.
But
Lost
I
is
did.
great.
You're right.
I
just
did
gave
love
up.
that one moment where you realized the guy couldn't walk until the plane crash, and then
That was
something
a
shook
great
loose.
show.
Episode
Yeah.
4.
That was season 4.
No, episode 4 of the
Episode
entire
4.
series
Yeah.
is when
Oh
you
my
find out.
God.
It's called, the episode's called The Walkabout. You guys don't know. I'm a huge Lost head.
I got you.
Clearly,
Remember the countdown?
Yes.
When it got to 0 and nothing happened, it just kind of lost me.
they lost me at Smog Monster.
Lost me with the polar bears.
Weak, weak, all of you.
Weak.
The polar bear's the
Sorry.
first episode, Brian.
Can I just say, I finally saw Disclosure Day, the Spielberg movie.
And
You know my thoughts.
sci-fi, right? No?
Yeah.
Okay.
I hated it.
Oh,
A
no.
big old freaking stinker. I
Yeah,
almost
I
walked
hated
out
it.
of that movie.
It-
I don't walk out of movies.
It was one long explanation. It was all tell and not show.
I would almost, I would disagree because they didn't explain anything to
Well-
me. They start out in media race. They start in the middle of the story.
Yeah.
And then they never explain how anybody knows each other really, except for to say, I'm your girlfriend. We slept together, right? And it's like, no, give us more.
Right, but weirdly, even though it was, I did not like the movie at all. I did kind of like the ending.
Oh,
I kind of like
that
the
ending was so, that ending was so sincere and naive and boomery. I can't take it. It's because it pretends a world in which if we found out this information that we'd all get together.
Right.
And we would all like to watch it.
Yeah.
And nobody watches TV news anymore.
Okay, but
Nobody would come together and be nice anymore.
But the aspect I like is the little lost in translation riff that they did. Oh.
I hated that movie. I hated
For
that
sure.
movie.
Yeah. But I was super disappointed. I had it built up too much in my head.
Spielberg, man.
Yeah, it's Spielberg.
Yeah.
Hey, Game of Games is brought to you by the Call Jacob Injury Hotline. The only number LA trusts after an accident is 800-345-6789. That's 800-345-6789. Coming up next, Super Crosstalk. Mesa and Ireland, 710 ESPN.
NBA free agency frenzy is this week, but Lakers center DeAndre Ayton ain't leaving the purple and gold. Ayton is opting into an $8.1 million player option for the 2026-27 season. What does it mean for the next move for the Lakers this offseason? We're talking about it all day on your home of Lakers basketball.
Breaking news on 710 ESPN is powered by Valvoline Instant Oil Change, home of the 15-minute drive-through oil change. Visit SoCalOilChange.com for coupons and locations.
Hey guys, if you're heading into summer without a medical emergency kit, you're taking a risk most people don't think about until it's too late. Summer colds linger and can turn into sinus infections that could last for weeks. Getting sick right before vacation can derail everything. And when you're traveling, finding a doctor and a pharmacy can be really stressful. That's why I ordered a medical emergency kit. It's like having an urgent care and a pharmacy right at home. It includes essential prescriptions like amoxicillin and generic Z-Packs to treat wide ranges of common and serious illnesses. So if you wake up sick, at home or on the road, you already have what you need. No waiting for your doctor, no hours at urgent care, no pharmacy lines, no copays. You just match your symptoms to the right prescription in your guidebook, or you call the telemedicine doctor standing by. Start on your bed sooner and feel better faster. Every home needs at least one medical emergency kit. Order yours online in minutes and it's shipped to your door. Save $45 with our promo code 710 at urgentcarekit.com/710. Promo code is 710 at urgentcarekit.com/710.
Summer of soccer is here, and there's no better place to watch than Rockin' Brews. Catch every match on massive LED screens with surround sound, drink specials, and game day favorites like our new El Clasico burger. Whether you're backing Team USA or cheering on your home country, grab your crew, raise a glass, and catch every match at Rockin' Brews, serving those who rock. Visit rockinbrews.com for your nearest location.
ESPN AM 710 Los Angeles. It's the greatest segment in LA sports radio history.
Oh my God. When the shows come together for magic on the radio.
It will only grow stronger. Super Crosstalk. It's time for Super Crosstalk.
So Marcus Grant is not respecting the crosstalk.
Mark, I think he just got done with the Blue Review.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, he's got to pack up. He's like Shohei. You got to treat him a little different.
Right.
Yeah,
True.
he's doing two things.
Two-way player.
Well, he also got pulled in by the boss if he's doing the Blue Review.
Oh, God.
Well, there you go. See?
Well, maybe you'll see him, maybe you won't.
Right.
Yeah.
He'll be coming in.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So where do you stand on this whole, DeMarco, the LeBron, the Golden State, the Draymond Green taking less, maybe opening the door for Golden State to trade for Anthony Davis, followed by a signing of LeBron. Where are you?
Well, I'm mad I watched too many mob movies because I was told you're not supposed to write anything down.
Yeah.
That's bad, right?
Yeah.
But I know I bet at least 5 people in here that LeBron's going to wind up at Golden State.
Really?
Yeah, bet them all $100.
Wow.
Yeah. So this whole thing with Draymond opting out, the rumor about him going to Golden State, and is it true that LeBron's just not returning their phone calls? That's
true.
brutal.
It is true. Ramona confirmed that they have not spoken.
Okay, is that normal?
I don't think so.
To me, that the longer they go without a number in mind, even like a rough number, the closer we get to free agency, the more that signals, at the very least, LeBron is leaning towards leaving, because the biggest advantage the Lakers had is the ability to pay him the most amount of money. And
he doesn't need the money, though. He doesn't need the money. You can't control LeBron with money.
But in the case of going to Golden State, he's probably going to only make $15 million.
Right. See,
we can pay him more, but I think it's a matter of I don't think the two sides are happy with each other. I don't think it's a happy marriage.
I think both sides, if they had their way and they had a better option, would part ways.
Yeah.
I think the problem is both sides have had a difficult time coming up with a better option.
Right.
And also, especially pre-Mark Walter taking over this organization, the Lakers have been terrified at the prospect of parting with somebody like LeBron.
Right.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Well, here's the thing. There's no way to replace his production.
Right. But you have to remember, too, even if you can't replace LeBron in pure production next season, the truth is they were pretty unlikely to win a championship with or without LeBron. Like, I'm not saying they can't, but they would have been considered more on the dark horse side than front runner.
So what does it matter?
So
Wait a minute. Well, I'm not accepting that premise.
Well, no. What I'm saying, though, is if you feel like you, in all likelihood, are not going to win a championship with or without him, but this offseason presents you the best possibility you've had in a while and may have in a while to start building the team that you want around Luka, like structurally, the type of skill sets, things like that. You may just decide it's better possibly to take a half step back on the court if it gives you a better future and mobility moving
You still
forward.
reject that, Mace?
I do.
Oh.
I strongly believe that, first of all, I do not accept the fact that OKC, San Antonio are unbeatable.
Okay.
I don't accept the fact that it would have been a walkover if we had Luka and if we had Austin and we had our full complement of players in that series with OKC.
And
we would not have been swept.
Yeah.
Not have been swept.
But that's a long way from.
Oh, hey, Marcus.
Hello,
welcome.
I just had to jump in here.
Yeah, I'm glad you did.
But not being a walkover is a long way from being a contender.
But with Luka, you don't give them a puncher's chance. You wouldn't have given them a puncher's chance against OKC.
Except one punch won't do it. You need 4.
I saw Luka carry a team of guys to the finals.
I'm with you, but you have to at least admit that OKC and San Antonio are measurably better.
They are the teams to beat.
Right.
But
I see
they
where he's
are
going.
beatable. I don't think anybody thought, well, not many people thought the Knicks would beat the Spurs, and yet they did.
True. How much validity how much credence do you put in March? Like, that's really the question.
A lot.
Okay, because if you put a lot of credence in March,
I do.
Then you would prioritize maybe even the idea of running it back ahead of exploring the bones of what you could build moving forward.
Right.
But you have to really believe like March is sustainable for 82 games and a long playoff run because they can really only play one way. Like we learned that from that March. Everything else they did up to that point, they were only really beating bad teams.
Well, they went 14-2 in March.
Right.
And they beat the Nuggets at home.
Yeah.
They swept a back-to-back with Houston. They beat the Knicks, Minnesota, and the Pacers.
Who'd they lose to?
I do not have the losses.
I think wasn't one of them OKC.
One of them was OKC.
Yeah.
That was that nuclear game when everything went wrong.
Yeah, that was the terrible
and
disaster.
you were playing your best or at least close to it, and they still killed you.
Yeah, I'm not willing to accept. Now, I think that losing LeBron is going to blow a hole in this roster. That I will say if LeBron leaves, I don't believe this team can win a championship.
That's true. But at least
there's no way to replace, even in the aggregate, the production of LeBron.
But to his point, at least you got a chance to start building around Luka. You can get started with that ASAP.
Because the other thing you have to remember too is if you bring back LeBron, regardless of what the number is, you might as well treat that as a no trade clause, even if he doesn't have a no trade clause, because you're not going to just trade LeBron somewhere he doesn't want to go. You're not going to surprise LeBron.
Right.
Like the Lakers would never do that.
No.
So in a lot of ways, that's LeBron, maybe even Bronny, with no trade clauses, and that makes it harder to adjust mid-season. Like LeBron is still performing at a really great level, unprecedented. It's remarkable.
That's the problem.
But it's also complicated having him on a roster.
No doubt.
It just is.
Yeah, but he played so well in March when he was kind of that third.
And he also missed 14 games at the beginning of the season.
Sure he did. And those injuries are going to happen to to multiple. Luka got hurt before the playoffs. The reality, though, is I still think it's impossible to replace LeBron on this roster. And I do not think that, I think they got a puncher's chance if they were to bring everybody back and just run it back.
I'm with that.
But
if that's the easiest option, I'm with that.
But I personally think LeBron is out now. I've heard enough. I think he's out. I think he's going to Golden State.
I mean, I think in the short term, obviously, yes, that is a major blow to this team. But I'm sort of with AK here that I think this looking long term, looking down the road in terms of what you want to do with Luka Doncic, still in his prime, still able to kind of build around him, I think it's better because my fear for the Lakers is you run it back and now you're kind of stuck in purgatory where maybe you can get close to a championship, but you're definitely not going to be good enough to build continually.
Yeah, but what are you going to do now?
Well,
for example, now here's one thing we like. Joseph Nurkic. Yusef Nurkic has signed a 2-year, $22 million contract with Utah.
Oh.
Now, they've got a load of front court talent.
Mm-hmm.
Does that mean now that Walker Kessler could, in fact, be on the move in a sign-and trade maybe here?
Maybe.
See, to me, adding a player like that, a young player, now it's not a perfect fit. He played only 5 games last year. He said injury stuff, all that stuff, but he's on the Luka timeline. He's young. He's ascending. He's a rim protector. He's a lob threat. If you could do that and bring everybody else back,
there you go.
I think you've
You're
got
onto
something going on.
You mean with
You're onto
Braun?
something.
Kessler with Braun, or let Braun go get Kessler?
Get Kessler no matter what.
Oh, okay.
With or without. I think LeBron's gone.
Here's the test with what you were talking about before and like the idea of a puncher's chance and how big of a punch do you think it has? How much would you be willing to pay LeBron in order to keep him? Like to keep him from walking out the door. How much are you willing to pay him?
15.
Then the answer is you don't want him that bad.
He's gone.
I can't. I got to build this team.
Well,
2 years, 40.
Okay.
Player option on the second end, or
Take
team
that.
option, or no options. Like
I take player options fine, right?
I wouldn't want to. I would not want a player having a $20 million.
You don't think he's a $20 million player?
It's not even that. What if his body
$50 million
starts?
player.
What? At some point, his body is going to stop cooperating.
When?
I don't know when.
Yeah,
right.
but
That's the ticking time bomb. Like, you don't know when.
But we've
Or
not
he
seen
might
this,
not.
and we don't know if he ever will.
Or he might not. He
Yeah.
might do this till he's 50.
Yeah, I mean, that's the kind of, and you think that would be a bad deal? 2 years, 40 for LeBron?
I wouldn't be thrilled about it, particularly with a player option. But beyond that, okay, that's only $5 million above what Golden State could pay.
Correct.
Would you be willing to go 2 and 50?
No.
Well, then by definition, that means you don't want him back that badly.
I want him back for 20.
But that means you're not really looking to bring him back that much.
But I'm willing to pay him more than anybody else in the league.
But I think from LeBron's perspective, again, I'm just guessing, but reading tea leaves of what we've seen.
You talk to him?
No, I have not. He's not.
Does he pick up your phone
He's
call?
talking to me.
Text him.
I would say
Palenka's on hold right now. With LeBron. He's on hold.
Whole
just
lot
waiting
of
for
hold music.
LeBron.
He's been hearing nothing but elevator music for like 36 hours. But I think LeBron would see that. I'm guessing based on where we've been and up to this point, he would consider that, well, you don't really want to keep me. If you're only willing to go $5 million over the top when you have all of this cap space, you don't want to keep me that bad.
You know, what does LeBron loves attention. Loves
Yeah.
attention.
Mhm.
Loves people talking about it.
What's normal to him?
So, what is the big show business look at me move here?
Go to Golden State.
Go to Golden State.
Pair up with a bunch of
And
old
I
dudes.
think that's the answer. I think there will be a ton of buzz around that team. I don't know if it'll work. It's an interesting experiment. I don't know if they can do the Anthony Davis part. And Shams reported today that if they can't get Anthony Davis, LeBron is out on Golden State. But if you were to put that together, that team would be show business. That would be a box office
for
team.
12 games a year.
Oh,
it's either going to be super entertaining or super depressing. There's no middle ground.
Or super inspiring.
Steph and LeBron
That's
still
the
have
entertaining
really high peaks, but they can't sustain them for a long time. Anthony Davis, you know his injury history.
Yep.
Draymond Green is a walking ejection waiting to happen. We'll see if they bring back Jimmy Butler, who's coming off an
I
ACL
think
tear.
they would have to trade
They'd
Butler
have to
for
trade him.
Anthony
They're going to bring in
Davis.
Anthony Davis.
So I mean, but like it's one of those things that seems great. Like that version in 2019 destroys the league. That version in 2026, they're like a 6th seed.
But for LeBron, in terms of his command over the league, where does he get he gets the most attention playing with Steph up there, not being the third wheel with the Lakers.
Sure.
Yeah,
That's another thing, by the way. They asked him to take a step back, and that's one of the reasons they got into a role in March. He sort of settled into that
third option.
But it also what was
role.
best for LeBron, too. Like, yes, he agreed to it, and I mean that sincerely. I think he really leaned into it. I think he did it really professionally, and he thrived. But it was also what was best for LeBron. It's some of the best basketball he played all year. It's not like he made some massive sacrifice purely for the team. It was good for LeBron.
I would also
he let you know he took that option.
But I would also add that I don't know that going to Golden State he's an attraction, but he's never going to be the marquee attraction there. Kevin Durant came in his prime.
But don't you think Steph and LeBron is the attraction?
But
it's those two guys playing together.
Steph and KD were the attraction, and KD never got the same love there. Like, I think he's still a little bit bitter because he never got the same level of love that Steph and Clay and Draymond always got, and LeBron would be the same thing.
It would be like a supergroup.
Right.
Yeah, you'd be pairing with this guy, and as long as you keep making hits, if you're a contender, you'd be the story.
Yeah.
What if they actually stay healthy?
Yeah,
and if they're pretty good.
If they stay healthy, they could be a good team.
And they're pretty good, and they make a run at this. That would be the biggest story ever.
Steph is Stallone.
Yeah.
Does that make Draymond Statham or LeBron Statham?
Well, they have to fight that out. Yeah.
They're too close. They're actually like friends and stuff.
They have
like,
to
I don't
fight
know how
that
it
one
works.
out. Yeah. I was thinking more like Power Station. There you go.
There you go.
Two guys from Duran Duran.
Get it on. Bang a gong.
Which you this needs to be.
Bang a gong. There it is.
Hey, I want to finish on a completely different subject here. It's an excuse to play some Vin Scully.
Ooh. Okay.
So on this date in 1990, there were two no-hitters. One was Dave Stewart from the A's.
Mm-hmm.
The second one was this.
Fernando ready, and the strike two pitch is hit back to the box, dribbling to second. Samuel on the bag, throws to first, double play. Fernando Valenzuela has pitched a no-hitter at 10:17 in the evening of June the 29th, 1990. If you have a sombrero, throw it to the sky.
What a great call. What a great call.
He didn't
throw
his
it
hand
to
up.
the sky. You got to throw the
You didn't
sombrero
throw your
to
hand
the
up,
sky.
AK.
I got
There
chills.
you go.
I got chills listening to that.
Yeah, me too.
Man.
Me too. All right, guys, have a great show.
Thank you.
These guys are locked into everything going on in terms of rumors and speculation and LeBron and all this stuff.
And welcome back.
Thank you very much. And by the way, also coming up for you after you guys, Geeter and Mike Trudell are going to do Lakers talk. So stick with us all night long. Me and Marcus. Me and Marcus tomorrow. Andy will be back later in the week. Have a great day. Tomorrow's a huge one, 3 o'clock. It all starts. See you tomorrow, 7:10 ESPN.